Peace, peace. Salute, family. Salute, brothers, sisters, kings, queens. Brother Stephen X here. Respect Ring Media LLC. RespectRingMedia.com. How is everyone doing today? Today is Tuesday, March 24th, and want to do another broadcast with y'all. Um, Before the Saturday broadcast, I know we said we're gonna go every Saturday. I had time today, came from the gym. I feel good. It's a beautiful day where I am. It's nice and hot. So I wanted to talk to the good family. Give me a mic check. Let me know how I sound on the mic. I want to make sure the sound is always good. I want to make sure that you can hear me clearly. There's no static, all of that. So we got an open show today. I'm going to drop the link. I'll pin the link soon. We can talk. We'll see how long we go. And just I thought that I could hold off till Saturday, but I'm like, man, just so much stuff happens, and I see Devin Haney's training. I see Rolly Romero shadow boxing with David Morrell. So that was interesting to see, the Cuban connection right there. It was, Rolly looked decent. With the shadow boxing, I understand the exercise. I mean, I'll play the video. Devin looked amazing in his training. So I like the fact that both are training. I saw a video last night from a YouTuber that basically suggested or said that the official fight announcement is happening this Saturday. So we'll see if that pans out. I don't have any reason not to believe this person. They're credible, and I know they talk to Bill pretty regularly. So I heard that the official fight announcement is this Saturday. If y'all know anything, let me know. If y'all have sources, let me know. But that's what I heard. So what is March? I mean, we're coming into April. So yeah, okay, there's still time. I mean, there's a lots of time for promo. Obviously, the two fighters got to get into training camp. That hasn't even started yet. I mean, there's training, but it's not training camp. So we'll see. We'll see what happens this Saturday. I'm hoping that they just make the announcement so folks can go ahead and get their tickets. I need to get my tickets. Media can apply for credentials. Folks need to book hotel rooms. Airports are crazy right now, so you got to figure out how you're going to get to Las Vegas. There's just a lot going on. When y'all come in the room, let me know where you're from and everything, what city, who you represent. Let me know, and let me know how the sound is as well when you come into the room. I'm going to be playing a few clips just of the training. But yeah, Devin Haney's training hard for next fight. Rolly Romero's grinding too. So we have an open show today. I'll drop the link. Actually, let me work on that right now. I'll just pin it, so there's no confusion about what's going on. Give me 1 second. While the good family's coming into the room. Let's see, click. Let's say panel. Click to come up on the panel. Okay. I think that's good enough. Drop the link. Put that there. Let me pin that message. Perfect. That's the link pinned. Okay, cool. All right, good family. Let me actually put it in here too. Okay. Salute. Let's see who's coming in the room. Let me go back to here. Yes, sir. Peace to Marcus Banks. Marcus Banks, good to see you, bro. I remember you from our last show on Saturday. So good to see you. I hope I sound good. It's good to see you again, Marcus. Salute to you. I hope you have been enjoying the live shows, getting the hang of this. So it's going to be fun. This is a fun topic. Anything to do with Devin Haney is always fun, and his fight's coming up. But there's a lot of other news coming up. I know this weekend we got Sebastian Fundora and Keith Thurman. Obviously, I'm going to watch that. That's going to be an exciting fight. That's going to be a really interesting fight. And then we got Wilder and Chisora next month in the UK. Who else we got? There's some fights coming up. This before May 30th. There's some good fights that the good family's gonna see. Yes, we have Sister Chiquila Fields, beloved Queen. How are you? Peace and blessings, young King Stephen X. Yes, Queen, you're always come through. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate you're always present in the boxing spaces and community. I appreciate your support just by showing up. Good to see you. I know I promised Saturday, but I just decided to pop up on y'all. Audio's beautiful. Yeah, that's really important to me. I always want to make sure it's crystal clear, with the sound. But here I am talking and talking. Let's get to the clips. Some of this stuff I'm seeing for the first time, which I like. I just want to just do some quick reactions. The family, y'all can click on the link if you want. Let me just pull up some of these. Actually, before we get to the training videos, because I saw those, I saw some other stuff. I saw something with Richard Hitcherson that because it was in relation to Devin. So, like I said, it's an open show. So we're going to talk about different things straight up. Let's see. So yes, this says audio is good. I didn't see this, but I just saw it. I just saw it scrolling across my Twitter timeline today. Let me get the link and then download this. Let's see. Download Twitter. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. Make sure you guys. Thank you, Queen. I always enjoy your comments. And oh my God, you're amazing. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That means a lot coming from Sister Chiquila Fields, the good family. That really means a lot. Thank you for your support, like I said. And thank you for your kind words and your encouraging words. It keeps us going, really. And the support, it really keeps us out here who are trying to do something on this microphone to keep going. And really, we have a love and respect for the sport of boxing. So that's what this is, That's what this is. We're just trying to add our commentary, to this global boxing space, So I love that you're here, and I love that you appreciate the commentary, sis. So give me 1 second. Is this a video? Yeah, let me cue this up. Yeah, I saw Richard Hitchison. Like I said, it's an open show, y'all. So we're gonna touch different topics. Who knows? We might get some gems out of this, but let's see. I've never seen this yet, so I wanted to see it for the first time with the good family.
I was supposed to fight. I was supposed to defend my belt versus.
Let's see, hold on 1 second.
Who you fighting next?
I was supposed to fight. I was supposed to defend
May 30th, the dream. May 30th, the dream. The American dream. Devin the Dream Haney. Unification, WBO champion against the WBA champion, Rolly Romero. It's going to be exciting, y'all. May 30th, the dream. Yes, sis. May 30th. Make sure y'all like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Salute, Great King. Salute to the brother Jut. Jut, it's good to see you, Great King. I think this is your first live. I think this is the first time I've seen you live, bro. Here. Thank you so much for showing up. Salute to the great Jut. Family's coming in the room. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get to this video. Make sure you like the video. It's first time I'm seeing it.
my belt versus a.
YouTube, fair use. Hold on 1 second. Fair use. Yeah, YouTube. I've been learning the YouTube game. You got to say fair use. You got to make sure you make it very clear. This is for educational purposes only, YouTube. Thank you. Let's go.
Who you fighting next?
I was supposed to fight. I was supposed to defend my belt versus a guy named Oscar Duarte.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. Then he fight Ryan, right?
Yeah, he fought Ryan.
Right.
That didn't end up happening for reasons I couldn't make it to the fight.
Okay.
So now I'm looking to either decide what I'm gonna do next. I'm champion right now.
This is the first time I've been watching live, but I've been watching replay. Thank you, King. Thank you, Jet. Appreciate you, bro.
Mandatory, so
Right.
I gotta fight him.
Right.
So we just trying to figure out when we can make that fight happen. If I want to move up to,
Right.
you know,
Right.
I'm thinking about probably defending the belt
I'm
and
gonna keep it
moving up
being,
after.
bro. You one of the ones. Like, it's not too many people. You know the names everybody say. They say them names because y'all the ones.
Yeah.
Do niggas be running? Like, what's the jump? Why
Nah.
nobody fighting? Like, I want to see you, like how you did, bro.
Yeah.
I want to see you take these out,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Nah, I feel like, you know what it is? I feel like it's just like a fact of business. Don't be trying to fight each other because like it be the politics behind it. Like
Right.
this want this type money, this person want this money. Like I was supposed to be in a big fight versus a kid named Keyshawn Davis. I don't know if you heard him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he an upcoming fighter. We had a fight on the table, but the money that was given was like, I feel like it's a bigger fight than what they was offering. So shit like that was stopped.
Right.
Hold up. Let me rewind this. Hold on. Let me pay it. Let me start this from the beginning. Hold on.
Who you fighting next?
I was supposed to defend my belt versus a guy named Oscar Duarte.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. Then he fight Ryan, right?
Yeah, he fought Ryan.
Right.
That didn't end up happening for reasons I couldn't make it to the fight.
Okay.
So now I'm looking to either decide.
Oh, hold up. Okay, let's stop right there. Wow. Okay, it's amazing how you play a clip and how it reveals this. My understanding is he was sick. They said he got sick. Remember, it was like the last minute, and they said it literally he was at the weigh-ins. They had the face off and everything. And then on the day of the fight, Richard Hitcherson's team said he was sick or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Yeah. King Jut says, yeah, I knew that. So he didn't even want to talk about it. Did you hear what he just said? He just tried to pass over that. Come on, y'all. What is this? What is going on? Salute to Brother Jay in the building. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the live. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I appreciate you being here, bro. Salute to the family. They're all coming in. I appreciate y'all. Marcus Banks says, so basically he faked being sick. Yes, he did. Because the fact he should have just said that right now. If you're sick, you're going to say it right now to defend yourself. You're not going to just try to pass over it. So basically he faked being sick. Yes, Marcus. That's correct. You're not incorrect in your opinion or your analysis of it. I don't think so. I think you are correct. Salute to the great combos with Cam, Sister Cam. Salute Stephen X in chat, family. Peace and blessings to you always. Peace and blessings to you always. You always show up and support. I love you all for showing up. I really appreciate the family coming in the building. Salute to Sister Cam. Salute. Blessings always. Sister Chiquila Field says, typical Mr. Popo. Sorry, hard to believe he says the things he says. Yeah, I'm in disbelief many times when he's talking. Says, yes.
Who I'm looking to either decide who I want. I couldn't make it to the fight.
Okay.
So now I'm looking to either decide what I'm gonna do next. I'm champion right now. I have a mandatory, so
Right.
I gotta fight him.
Right.
So we just trying to figure out when we can make that fight happen. If I want to move up to,
Right.
you know,
Right.
I'm thinking about probably defending the belt
I'm gonna
and
keep it
moving up
being,
after.
bro. You one of the ones. Like,
Okay, I want to move up. He's 140. Okay, he's a 140 champ. Which belt does he have? I think he's WBO as well. Yeah. Okay.
it's not too many people. You know the names everybody say. They say them names because y'all the ones.
Yeah.
Do niggas be running? Like, what's the jump? Why nobody fighting? Like, I want to see you, like how you did, bro.
Yeah.
I want to see you take these out.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Nah, I feel like, you know what it is? I feel like it's just like a fact of business. Don't be trying to fight each other because like it be the politics behind it. Like
Right.
this want this type money, this person want this money. Like I was supposed to be in a big fight versus a kid named Keyshawn Davis. I don't know if you heard him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he an upcoming fighter. We had a fight on the table, but the money that was given.
A kid named Keyshawn. Interesting language. I don't know who he's talking to. This must be a streamer or something. These guys have been talking to a lot of streamers. I don't think this is a boxing guy because he doesn't seem like he may not know a lot. But anyways, let's go on.
Given was like, I feel like it's a bigger fight than what they was offering. So shit like that was stopped.
Right.
Certain fights happening, but
Right.
I feel like eventually
When you was about to fight Keyshawn, when was
Nah,
that?
we was supposed to fight in New York on January 31st when Shakur fought Teofimo.
Yeah.
We was like in negotiations for that.
What?
Facts. That
Bro,
would've been
that would have
crazy.
been crazy.
Exactly, but They want to see it. They gotta pay for it, right?
Yeah, right. No boy. No boy.
Yeah.
We ain't about to be out here fighting.
Nah, for sure. I mean, like you do in boxing, you do gotta take certain chances to get to that next level.
Right.
But as far as
I don't think that was one of them though.
What you mean?
Like as far as like he's sharp.
Yeah.
But I don't think that. Well, I feel like if he do
No,
a little
but the boxing.
more,
I'm trying to figure out what the purpose of this whole interview is, to be honest. This is my first time seeing this. Anyways, let's go.
Boxing world look at him like, because he getting bigger and bigger, you feel me? So they looking at
I feel like in a similar way to you, like he popped his shit. That's why.
facts. We both arrogant, talking crazy, and we gonna fight for real. So it's lit. There's a lot of big fights in boxing.
Yeah, both of you talk too much. Both of you are chatty patties, as Queen Sugar Free Mars likes to say. These guys both talk. Keyshawn Davis and Richardson Hitchinson, or why do I always get his? Richardson Hitchens. Jeez, they both talk too much. And they clout chase Devin Haney. They clout chase. They clout chase just Devin, to be honest with you. If we're going to be real, just like all these other boxers out here. Right, sis? Exactly. They be clout chasing. I'm trying to understand the whole purpose of this interview. Who's this guy he's talking to? Do you have an upcoming fight? Why is this interview even happening? I'm trying to figure out what this is all about. But exactly, yes, Queen. It's just clout chasing. And that's probably what this interview is. Just more. He's got two last names. That's why I be Richardson Hitchens. Those are two last names. You're not lying, sis. Yeah, shout out. Anthony Latham's in the building. This, I think, is your first time too. No, you've been here before, right? In the lab? Yeah, Richard, hitchhiker, that dog that bark all day. When you open the fence, they tuck tail. There's a funny video online with these two dogs barking at each other, and then when they open the gate from opposite sides of the gate, and when they open the gate, they don't do nothing. That's basically what Anthony's saying. Salute, bro. Salute to Anthony Latham. Good to see you in the chat. Good to see the good family. Yeah, that's a good description right there. It's a dog that barks but don't bite. Straight up.
Devin?
Right. You fought Dev?
No, he fought Cambosis. I ain't fight Dev yet. Me and Devin just sparred.
Would you fight Dev?
Hell yeah. I want to fight him this year.
This year?
Yeah. I feel like when I go up to the next weight class, this is going to be me at my best.
What did I just say? This is my first time seeing this interview. And he mentioned Devin's name. I just said that he clout chases Devin Haney. Then he just said it. I promise you, I never saw this interview. First time seeing.
Where you at now?
I'm at 140.
140.
He fought Cambosis. I ain't fight Dev yet. Me and Devin just sparred.
Would you fight Dev?
Hell no. Look at him like, because he getting bigger and bigger. You feel me? So they looking at.
I feel like in a similar way to you, like he popped his shit. That's why.
Facts. We both arrogant, talking crazy, and we gonna fight for real. So it's lit. There's a lot of big fights in boxing, Devin.
Right. You fought Dev?
No, he fought Cambosis. I ain't fight Dev yet. Me and Devin just sparred.
Would you fight Dev?
Hell yeah. I want to fight him this year.
This year?
Yeah. I feel like when I go up to the next weight class, this is gonna be me at my best.
Where you at now?
I'm at 140.
140. Where he at?
He at 147. He was at 140.
Ain't that's like ain't one of them a catch weight?
Nah, 140 is a weight class. So it's super lightweight, junior welterweight.
Yeah, the guy he's talking to is not really a boxing guy. He's probably more of a streamer, because he has to explain a lot of stuff to him. What is King Judd says, if you're going to be at his best, then why are you at 140? Thank you. You just him being quote unquote sick probably has something to do with the weight cut, because he looked pretty bad in the face at the face off. He been needing to move up. Like Richardson Hitchens looks like he should be fighting at 147. Look at him right now. Look at him in this chair. He looks huge. This dude should be fighting at 147. Right? Big Soldier Stepper. Thank you, sir. I know Big Soldier's in the building again. Thank you for showing support, bro. Dude, a duck. Yup. He's just a clout chaser. Anthony Latham says, hold on, y'all. Anthony Latham says, I bet when me and him fight, I never be broke again. Richard Hitchhiker. I like that name. Big Soldier Hitchens. Yeah, he's a duck. He's a duck, straight up. Anthony Latham says, they know what Dev brings, but won't step up due to the stigma that they created if they lose to him. Yeah, Pillow Fist. You can't lose to Pillow Fist. That would be embarrassing. Right? So this is Pillow Fist, but he's knocking dudes down in the second round, but yet he's Pillow Fist. Salute to Simon. Salute. First time seeing you here. Africa must fight Keyshawn. Stop dreaming of Devin. Devin is busy, guys. Africa must fight Keyshawn. Stop dreaming of Devin. Devin is busy, guys. Well, yeah, I mean, Devin's got to fight with Rolly. Rolly Romero's grinding. Devin's training. Yeah. Yeah, basically. The Notorious. Good to see you again, bro. He hasn't even moved up. Not even after claiming he was sick. Right. And I bet you the WBO president is going to say, just like he did to Keyshawn, well, you know, we don't have any record of Keyshawn even being in the rankings at 147. All those promos Keyshawn was doing was just for show. The whole all calling out Devin Haney and jumping out of cars and all that, that was just for show. He's not even in the rankings. Sister Chiquila Field says he looked horrible. Yeah, sis. He looked horrible in that that weight cut didn't serve him well, sis. You can see it in the face. Marcus Banks says he had a hard time making that weight the last fight. That nigga wasn't sick. Yeah. Yeah, just move up to 147, bro. Straight up, move up, Africa. Jut says, you know, Popo is the true Pillow Fist. He only have 8 KOs. Really? Shoot, I never actually looked. Damn, I never actually looked at his record. He's got 8 KOs, eh? Wow. Sister Jaquila says, I agree. He doesn't need to talk about anyone other than Duarte. Thank you, sis. He should be fighting Duarte. You know, you did that to Duarte. That wasn't right what you did to him. That wasn't right what you did to him. At all. Straight up. Hitchens could be fighting Lewis Crocker. Yeah. Lewis Crocker's a... Minute, hold up. Yeah, Lewis Crocker's the name all those guys are saying now, right? Yeah. That's the name that all those guys want to fight now. Yeah. Isn't he at one? Lewis Crocker's at 147, isn't he? Lewis Crocker. Hold on. Lewis Crocker, boxer, weight class. Isn't that the name that... Yeah, he's welterweight. That's who Devin was going to fight. Yeah. Eddie Hearn Protection Program. Yep. Let's see what we got in the building. We got the Dream Team. Snoopy Mac. The Dream Team is in the building. Dream Team. Salute, brother. Devin Haney over everybody. Straight up. Good to see Snoopy Mac in the building. Yeah, I think he's scary. Yes, Sister Chiquila Fields. He's scary. He's been scared. He's not fighting Devin Haney at all. It's never going to happen. He's at 147. Yeah, I knew Lewis Crocker was at 147. Eddie Hearn stopped that from happening. That's on Eddie Hearn. Straight up. Let me just repost this link and put a little laughing emoji on it. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, let's get to Devin and Trinity. That was the first time seeing that, so it's good to have the good family in the building. Let me download this video this is Bernie the Boxer. He's part of the Crawford camp. He broke down Devin Haney against Rolly Romero. Okay, I know Bernie the Boxer always has interesting takes. I know he said he doesn't like Devin Haney. I don't know why. I don't know what this grown man has a problem with Devin Haney for, but I want to hear what he has to say about this fight. Let's see what a hater of Devin Haney says. about how the fight's gonna go down. See if he's honest in his opinions. Okay, let me download that. Let me see what the good family's saying. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, Bernie. Yeah, Big Soldier. Bernie's a hater. Yep. Yeah, he's a hater. Crawford's cool. Yeah. Crawford's cool with him. Crawford's cool with Devin Haney and Bill Haney. Big Soldier says Bernie rides Shakur Cap squad. Yeah, I know. Yes, sir. Okay, let's see what's popping here. Let me close all these windows. Okay, let's get to the video. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so we saw Richardson Hitchens. Cool. Let's get him out of there. Make sure you guys like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the link is pinned at the top of the window if you want to hop on. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, this is the first time seeing this.
Rolly Romero versus
YouTube, fair use. Fair use, YouTube, fair use.
versus May 30th, Rolly Romero versus Devin Haney. What's your thoughts?
Good fight. Good fight. Devin Haney's obviously probably on the path for trying to become undisputed again. Like I said, it'll be something that he can do different in this situation. And it's not a slight from the last situation where he inherited by beating Kambosos. It's still a great accomplishment either way, but now it's just like another way he's doing it. I'm going to beat each of the champions to gain the undisputed status. So it's not no knock on what he's doing. It's just he's just going about it a certain way. And I think that just adds a feather into his cap, give him something else to brag about, that I beat each and one of the champions, even though he beat the champion at lightweight, but now he's going.
By the way, the guy he's talking to, Mill City, is a Devin hater too. These are both Devin Haney haters, both of them, Mill City and Bernie the Boxer. Big Soldier says Bernie said Dev can't be Debo unless you rematch Ryan. I mean, these guys, their takes are so bad and not founded in any actual facts. I mean, the things they say is crazy. It's asinine. Kambosos, Big Soldier says Kambosos beat Tio, Shakur's best win. Yep. Kambosos beat Tio, knocked him down too. And that's Shakur's best win against Tio. Good point, man. That's a great point. True. Yep. They mad Devin is independent and hard work. Yeah, it's envy, it's jealousy,
To beat each and one of those champions. So you just give it a little more spice, give them a little more, win, capture one and capture the other one, capture still, keep the hunger going. So it's a good fight.
Do you feel like it'll be more entertaining than the Brian Norman fight versus Devin?
I'm not certain because I think Rolly telegraphs his punches as well, and so again, you got a guy like Devin again who's been, season 2. He's been fighting pro for a long time now. He's been, like I say, he's been up, he's been down, he's been whether, and that's in the ring and out of the ring. They did a great job with matching them with guys like Linares, seasoned guys that can really fight, but maybe, was just a little bit past it, Gamboa, just getting them ready.
It's funny because I heard some people, I'm on Twitter, so people were saying this on my Twitter page. I posted some stuff, and this is the narrative they're using now. The Devin's resume, this is the new thing now they're saying, or as of late. I've heard it before, but it's as of late they've been running with these points that Devin's resume, the guys were past it. They were just at the edge of their career. So when you start hearing people say this in the boxing community, understand where it's coming from. It's coming up from guys like Bernie the Boxer. They're just repeating what they heard, right? Big Soldier says, keep in mind Cam lost to nothing but champions. Dev 2 times, Loma Hitchens. Yeah, yeah. Cambo is a warrior. I mean, he's a road warrior too. And he beat Tio. And he got those straps. So that you have to respect that, you know? Big Soldier says, past it, Linares dropped Loma. Yeah, Linares would be key. Yeah. Stupidity. Amen. Amen, sis. Yeah. Yeah. This is like, how could Linares be past it? How, like, explain that to me. Like when Devin fought Linares, Linares was still a live dog. Like I mean, the haters like to talk about oh, Devin got rocked. What was it, the 10th or the 11th round by Linares? They like to always bring that up. Yeah, and even though Linares lost to Loma, I mean, there's no shame in losing to Loma. Linares is still like he was one of them dudes when he was active. He was one of those guys, you know. Yeah, Linares would be Keyshawn. Oh, Linares would be Keyshawn and Abdullah's best win. Agreed. Exactly. Didn't Ryan duck Linares? That was 21 versus Linares. That's what I heard. Yep. Yeah, Golden Boy, Oscar, and them been keeping him away from not only Devin, but Linares, all those. This was years ago. Years ago. Ryan Garcia has been ducking top competition for years. And it's not just Devin Haney. It's also Linares. Yeah, he didn't fight Linares. Devin fought him when he was young. Ryan Garcia's resume is trash. You know what I mean? He's got Devin and Tank. Right? He cheated against Devin, got his initial win overturned to a no contest because of his own doing, drug cheating, and cheated the weight, so lost any opportunity to win the belt. And then we all saw he quit against Tank. Those are his two best opponents. And we saw what happened. He quit against one and he had to cheat the other. So this guy is, you know, Ryan Garcia is just a scoundrel, straight up.
For these moments, you know. Then they stepped him up with the Lomachenko, and he had the Jojo Diaz, and you know he's fighting seasoned guys, you know, to getting ready for this moment. So, you know, then he had the setback with Ryan, where you know what happened in that situation, and so you know then he had to, you know, all the doubt that he's faced, you know, so the adversity, so to speak, and he's going there fighting a puncher like Brian Norman, a young, hungry guy like Brian Norman, and completely dominating him. So I think Devin Haney's going to be hard to beat right now, and I'm expecting him to win. I don't know how exciting the fight's going to be, but I know Rolly's going to bring the fight. I think he's going to put a little bit more effort than Brian Norman, you know, because he's more of a reckless type of guy. He's more of a guy that tries to.
Hold on 1 second. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, salute. I'm back. How do I sound? Sound check. Okay, let's go. Big Soldier says Dev fought names at 20 to 24 years old. Devin fought names and became the youngest undisputed champ in the 4-belt era at 23 years old. He's 27 now. And now he's a 3-division world champion. That's Devin Haney for you. And Bernie the Boxer sounds like there's a little sneak dissing going on, but let's continue. Bernie picked Norman Jr., by the way. Yeah, he sure did. I believe that. I think I remember, but like, yeah, a lot of these guys picked him. A lot of these dudes online, these commentaries, you know. Brother Jay, more exciting than Norman. Yeah, Ryan versus Rolly wasn't exciting at all. No, it wasn't. Oh my goodness. More exciting than Norman. Yeah, it's Ryan and Rolly wasn't the yeah, it's this May 30th is gonna be an exciting fight. Um I think it's gonna be a Devin Haney masterclass. I think it's gonna be very exciting. We're gonna be engaged from round one. And if it goes all the way to 12, it goes to 12. But I think it'll be 12 active rounds. I think it's gonna be very exciting. Indeed. Yes, sir. I agree with you, Jay. Devin is not boring. Devin is very exciting. This boring and pillow fist narrative should have already been put to bed a long time ago. But I saw people switch up. Yeah, I saw people switch up after that Norman win. Yeah, bro, we're gonna get to that. Dev cooking with some Mickey Bay. Yeah, we're gonna get to it. That's a Devin Haney's training hard for the next fight. That's the topic of the show. And Rolly Romero's grinding too. But let's finish this video. Yes, sir. We're gonna get to that video. I promise.
Try to hurt you. So I think Brian Norman was a little bit more calculated, even though I'm expecting him to win. I don't know how exciting the fight's going to be, but I know Rolly's going to bring the fight. I think he's going to put a little bit more effort than Brian Norman, because he's more of a reckless type of guy. He's more of a guy that try to hurt you. So I think Brian Norman was a little bit more calculated, even though he wants to hurt you. At the same time, I think he's a little more calculated. Rolly won't be as calculated. I think he's gotten better too. I think he's getting better, but he's going to be trying to get him. So I think it's going to be a really good fight. And they both got championships, so why not fight? It's a perfect fight.
Yeah, people say, hearing the rumors with like Tank saying that Rolly hits harder than, Ryan, but Ryan a lot faster than Rolly and being able to like pull the
Yeah.
trigger in the shots.
Yeah.
I think that could be a big difference in the fight as well, right?
Yeah, Ryan definitely faster than Rolly, but see how styles make fights, because Rolly he got his number. I don't think Ryan can beat Rolly. And I said that before they fought the first time. I seen the sparring sessions.
Exciting means you can he best to dummies. Say that again, bro. Exciting means you can the best to dumb. Say that again, bro. I'm trying to understand what you mean by that. Okay, let's go.
And he just really ran Ryan around the goddamn ring. He just run him all around that motherfucker. And I think he just got his number. But again, Rolly, he's been on the job too. Had that tough fight with the old man. Been in there with Tank, been in the bright lights. Had some good fights on his way up. And so he been in there with Ryan again. Got that win, and so I think it's going. He got the championship. They both have portions of the championship. So why not fight? They both big names. Why not fight?
But you favor
Devin.
Devin Haney and within like what 70%.
Oh, guy, oh yeah. Okay, I understand, bro. Yeah. Just because you're exciting means you're the best to dummies. Got you. Yeah. Just because well, to casuals. Yeah. You can replace dummies with casuals or casuals with dummies, or they're interchangeable. Straight up. Yeah, just that's all they want. They just want to be entertained. True boxing fans are entertained with the little things and the big things in boxing. We appreciate the nuances that casuals are not even looking for. We enjoy the sweet science. We enjoy all that, but are casuals listening to this show right now? No. Casuals are not listening to the show right now. I mean, so straight up. Bivel's boring, but better. BF styles make fights. Yeah, they do. Styles make fights. Yeah, so you can make predictions a lot of times based off the styles, and I mean it depends. It's not a perfect prediction because it depends if the fighter you choose who's going to win is going to fight that style. If they're going to stick to the style that them to fight at, But yeah, styles make fights. Agreed.
Set.
Top two. Had that tough fight with the old man. Been in there with Tank, been in the bright lights. Had some good fights on his way up. And so he been in there with Ryan again. Got that win, and so I think it's going. He got the championship. They both have portions of the championship. So why not fight? They both big names. Why not fight?
But you favor
Devin,
Devin Haney and within like what 70%,
me?
70-30.
No, 90-10.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Let me repost this then. He's actually favors Devin Haney. That's a surprise. Are y'all surprised by what he just said?
90-10. 90-10, huh? Shit, you had Norman winning the fight and you're gonna give 90-10 to Rolly? That's nasty work, Bernie. Ninety
Yeah,
ten.
yeah. But
I
this is
respect it though.
but you got to understand the circumstance was different.
Yeah.
He said, I think Norman doesn't have experience as Rolly. No, we don't. But the thing, what I'm saying is that Devin has gotten better. He's more aware of things, and he has far more attributes than the guys that we talking about. So at the time, we were all suspect about Devin getting caught with the hook. That was the
Yeah. Certain level fighters like Crawford can adjust. Yeah. Birdie knows Rolly in trouble. He loves capping though. Nope. Judd says nope. Oh, Judd, you mean like in relation to my question, right? If you're all surprised. Yeah, this is. I'm surprised that he said this, but let's continue. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is.
the main thing going into the Brian Norman fight was if Devin can he get out of the way of the hook, and Brian Norman had showed a devastating hook. So that was the main thing. Other than that, a lot of people favored Devin to win the fight. Me for whatever. If you want to call me a hater or whatever.
Yeah, salute, Judd. Yeah, thanks. Yep, answer the question you said. Yep, Bernie hates boots. I get it, because Ennis fights bums mostly.
I was favoring Brian Norman, but it was mostly off of the left hook. I was figuring he's this guy he wants to be a household name.
Funny enough, none of us doubted Devin's abilities against Norman, and we weren't worried about no left hook. So y'all, these Johnny come latelys. Sister Chiquila Field says Bernie remembers having to come back and apologize for comments he made about Dev. Look at that. Look at that. He had to come back and apologize. Sis, I'm going to try to find that clip. That's crazy. And that was right after that was right after Devin beat Norman, right? I'm trying to remember if I saw that. That's crazy. If anyone has that clip, send it to me. Or sis, if you have it. Thank you for that. Wow. Brother Jay says no acknowledgement of the steroids at all. They never do. None of these guys do. They never talk about it. Oh, it's there? Okay. I don't frequent there. I didn't get this clip from there, but cool. All right.
He has the power. He maybe his will, but I wasn't thinking correctly. Not knowing this guy has the experience and everything like that. So and the talent. So I picked wrong.
You weren't thinking clearly because you're a hater.
Devin proved me wrong. He showed he was levels above, and he came out victorious. So I'm expecting him to do the same thing in this fight. I think he's a lot more defensively minded than Tank was, and again with his experience and with his setbacks, I think he's gonna come out victorious.
Now that Devin is fighting, Rolly, Ryan is now thinking about having some talks with Teofimo Lopez. What do you?
Man, Bernie sounds real humble. I'm gonna try to find it. Thank you, sir. Hate is powerful. Yeah, he sounds real. He's eating some humble pie. A lot of people have had to eat humble pie since Devin neutralized Brian Norman Jr. A lot of people are eating that humble pie. He sounds real different than what I heard him and how he's like, I just don't like Devin. I remember that clip. He's just, and I'm like, why is this grown man talking about Devin like that? It's crazy, just for no reason. He couldn't even explain it. And this was an old clip that I saw. So this is crazy. He sounds real humble here. What do you guys think? He's changed his whole tune. Events XP. First time seeing you here. Salute. The style bender done. The style bender. Who's the style bender? Who are you talking about? Who's style bender? I know who are you talking about. Let me know who you're talking about, bro. But salute to you. Yep. Yeah, you agree, Queen, right? He's got real humble. Are you referring? Oh, you're talking about the style bender, the UFC fighter. Oh, what do you mean? Did he retire or something? Are you talking about Adesanya, Israel Adesanya? Did he retire or something? You said he's done. What does that mean? Because I was at the gym earlier today, so when I got back home, I was just doing some stuff, and then I started the live, so I didn't get to catch up on everything, But anyways, yeah, cool. Let me know what that means. Okay, let's get to the training. I think it was. What is this? Okay, Events XP. I've sparred Devin and Rolly. They just don't use their great moves. And no, there's no video of him spitting on a dude. And yeah, him. I'm trying to understand what you're saying, man. He's fighting Saturday. Okay, cool. Thanks, Big Soldier. We're gonna get to the Devin training in this Rolly. Devin Haney does to the right nice, and Rolly pretty strong. Okay, cool. Let's get to this. Okay, I saw the Rolly. This is the Rolly clip with David Morrell. So let me get to that. Whilst we're dealing with the good family, make sure you like the video, share the video on your social media channels, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And the link is pinned. Events XP says Israel Adesanya spit on a dude in New Zealand. Okay, I didn't hear about that. Big Soldier, Dev is comfortable at 147. World just don't know. Yeah, he's there. He's going to be there for a while. Morale IQ nowhere near Haney. No. Yeah. It's not, it's not anywhere close. So, it's good to see who's this guy sparring with, Okay, let's get this Bernie thing off the screen. Okay, this is, I don't know if y'all saw this clip, but yeah, Rolly's grinding. He's grinding. Hold on. Snoopy Max says after the Dev versus Brian fight, Bud came out and said everybody was talking bad about Dev. Yeah, he did. I saw that. And once again, he proved them wrong. Yep, I saw that on Twitter. Bud actually passed the torch to Devin. Shakur isn't the one. Wow, that's a great point, Snoopy Mac. That's a great point. I never thought about it. Who did Bud, because Bud is retired now, so who did he pass his torch to? You have to pass the torch to somebody, right? And he gave praise to Devin Haney after Devin Haney made that amazing accomplishment of becoming a 3-division world champion. Yeah, there's something to what you're saying, that he actually was giving praise and passing the torch to Devin. Because Devin is more accomplished than Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is accomplished. I think Shakur Steven is a what? Correct me on how many division world champion division is it? Isn't Shakur Steven 3 division or even 4 division champion? Because I know he started at them smaller weights, but he's never been undisputed, and he had a chance to fight for undisputed, and he flopped. Right, so but he's very flat-footed. Yeah, Morrell. You're talking about Morrell, David Morrell. Rolly can't fix the gaps versus a pure boxer level on A level alone. Yeah, Dev. Yes, Queen. Dev don't want catch weights. No. Devin fights at weights, real weights. Devin is a future undisputed champion. Agreed. Yeah, Shakur is a 4 division unified champ at 130. And yeah, Shakur is accomplished. Both him and Rolly. Yeah. Yeah, Bud knows Shakur is limited and won't fight everybody like Dev and Bud. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get to this. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. That doesn't. Rolly's got some holes in his game. Just based off this clip alone, he looks like he lunges forward. Yeah, Rolly's a very awkward fighter. His style is very awkward. Sister Chiquila says, and Tio is Shakur's biggest win, right? And Devin, we're talking about Devin beat names. We're talking about Devin beat Lomachenko, right? We're talking about Devin beat Lomachenko. That name alone is enough credit. Haney can't afford to fight guys like Cepeda. Dude been elite system. No. That would fighting guys like that, no. You are who you fight. Holes in his head too, just saying. Sister Cam. Yeah. Rolly is just hearing the things he was saying, trying to avoid this fight. I'm like, this guy, man. He was unashamed in what he was saying. And all of a sudden now, look how circumstances lead him. He's got to fight Devin. Because he doesn't want to fight the mandatory and lose and make a little money. That's all that is. Big Soldier MX says Morrell doesn't have a smart jab. Benavidez and Russian exposed his matchmaking. Yeah. Morrell's game is his game has holes in it for sure. Snoopy Max says, Tio. Oh, yeah, Tio. Do I still have it? Lopez is Shakur's biggest win. Damn shit. Snoopy Mac, you're so funny. I love it. Yeah. Let's compare the best wins. Shakur's best win and Devin's best win. What are we talking? There's no comparison. We're talking about different level of fighters that they beat. So Devin doesn't play around at these. He doesn't play around with inferior competition. Devin tries to fight the best. He really does try. He tries to get the best fight given the circumstances, whatever, but these guys are playing games. He's got a hit list. A lot of these guys are playing, luckily Rolly's got a belt. So this fight means something, Yeah, Big Soldier. Steve Claggett was punching on T.O. I give Kirk credit, but come on. Yeah. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson, although he recently said anybody at 135 and 140 can get your issue, meaning you can get it. So I don't know if he's capping, but he said anyone at he said that on Twitter, I think on the 20th of March. So a few days ago or several days ago. Big Soldier says Devin wasn't supposed to be here. Boxing World want to blackball him. Thank Turkey. Yeah, I said that the other day on Queen Sugar Free Mars's live. Like Devin's not even supposed to be here because they've been trying to bury him. And the fact that he's flourishing and prospering still is what's got them really twisted up and angry and mad. This is the first time seeing this. I think Bill Haney was with this dude. Devin's going to be fighting at the best version of Rolly. He got a belt and he's much stronger and healthy. Yeah, that's what we want. And you give full credit to Devin Haney when he beats Rolly. Like, no, Rolly's going to. You see it. He's training hard. You saw the video. I played it like multiple times. And this is they're not even in training camp, and I haven't even played Devin stuff yet. We're just getting to it. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, we still got time. Yeah, but I agree, King Jut. He's going to be fighting the best, and that's what we want. So give Devin his full credit when he beats him and becomes unified welterweight champion at the Glory division. Give Devin Haney his credit, straight up.
As food, when we put him on list, look at all of them as food. When we put him on list, this is what we in boxing to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. We looking at them niggas as food. Period. Devin is 27 years old. He's approaching what they call.
Okay, that's Bill Haney. Trill Bill. Salute to Trill Bill. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
Call his prime.
Let's listen to Trill Bill.
Look at all of them as food. When we put him on list.
What does Snoopy Mac says? That was cap. Shakur only said he would fight anybody because that little buzz he had went away so fast. Everybody started talking about that. Yeah, it is cap. It is cap. Sister Jaquila says Shakur definitely doesn't want Hiroka. Yeah, no, he don't want those troubles. No way, sis. All right, let's get to this interview.
Look at all of them as food. When we put him on list, this is what we in boxing to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. We looking at them niggas as food. Period. Devin is 27 years old. He's approaching what they call his prime. And everyone said it, including me, is you should have got Devin way back when he was younger. Right now, he's mentally, that Brian Norman and everything that y'all did to him, Mills, and you helped with it. All of the mental warfare that went into that shaped Devin to be an even sharper, confident fighter.
And you're talking as a coach too, because I heard you in the interview saying that he sharpened you up. He made you want to be a better coach.
Yeah. Brian Norman and that, and then Devin, I constantly want to get better, and that's what I'm saying is we can bring in whoever. I just told Zab, I need Zab. I need you to touch on Sean. I need you to talk to him. So we're always trying to get better, but what that whole hate campaign that the
Big Soldier says Bill Haney, really a solid dude. He's the type to give $100 to a homeless man. Bill goes to everybody. Oh yeah. Bill Haney practices what he preaches. That's why we call him Trill Bill. Jut says, yep, agree. The hate is making him much better. Yeah, y'all are you don't understand. You're turning him into a monster. Snoopy Max said it right there. That Ryan fight only turned Devin into a monster. That I've been saying that. It only made him stronger mentally. Y'all don't understand the hatred. He's an alchemist, meaning he converts the hate and uses it for. Y'all are making him bigger. Every time you hate on him, Devin Haney's going to get stronger because he's going to convert all that hate for his own creative purposes. He's going to become a. That's why he's a monster. He's a monster now, and that's what Bill Haney's saying. He's converting all of that hate and uses it in the gym, uses it in the ring. He remembers everything you all say and works on everything. And he proves all of you wrong and makes you look stupid. I'm talking about the Dev haters.
What that whole hate campaign that the media ran and everyone ran, it really gave me an opportunity to see how strong Devin is and to gain more
Snoopy Mac, the hate only makes him great. Agreed.
respect for him, watching him go through that and come out the way that he did. You see what I'm saying? And once you go through something like that, when you come out different. You come out different. He's different. So he knows now that y'all just talking, man. Y'all just talking.
That's another
The
way.
shit you just talking, Mills.
That's
Just talking. You just was saying that was the same shit you was talking about Brian Norman. You just talking, Mills.
Yo, he's
We heard
different.
all this, Mills. But did you say that before? I've heard the same shit, Mills.
Nah. This is different. This dude was
You just
signed
doing your job.
He was signed at 16.
I like that Bill Haney's calling this dude out, man. I love it. Big Soldier says Dev also realized boxing don't love him. Even his own idol Mayweather snaked him. Devin 4.0. Yeah. Mayweather snaked him. Always talk about that. Mayweather snaked Devin Haney. Told Ryan to cheat the weight by 3.2 pounds. That's unforgivable. It's funny because I was just watching Mayweather and Hatton last night. You know, I always watch a Mayweather fight, but in the ring, you know, he's worthy of watching. Outside the ring, I have no interest in knowing anything he's doing or anything he's saying outside of the ring. Straight up.
No, you just listen. You just doing your job. I ain't gonna pay no attention to you right now. You doing your job.
Listen, Bill,
I've already been there with you before. I know you doing your job.
At least listen to your boy Ness. Even Ness told you. Did you watch that fight?
Nope. I need you to call. If you want to, you call somebody. You call their team and you bring them up. Because I know you just talking right now. That's how I know. Remember me and you talked about the platform is here to get at them guys. Not to go back and
Big Soldier says Kerr never been through none, and Tank quit when was tested. Exactly. Kerr hasn't been through the adversity. Or we can say De Los Santos was his adversity, and we saw that it wasn't a great performance from Kerr against De Los Santos when he became the 135 champion. It wasn't a great performance. But that, you know, that's not really testing because he was avoiding the fight, to be honest with you. There were times where Shakur, you know, I mean, literally was just like jumping out of the way, you know, what some folks call quote unquote running. Yeah, so I agree, bro.
look at all of them as food. When we put him on list, this is what we in boxing to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. We looking at them niggas as food. Period. Devin is 27 years old. He's approaching what they call his prime. And we said, everyone said it, including me, is you should have got Devin way back when he was younger. Right now, he's mentally, that Brian Norman and everything that y'all did to him, Mills, and you helped with it. All of the mental warfare that went into that shaped Devin to be an even sharper, confident fighter.
And
Because if you
yourself
can,
as a coach too, because I heard you in the interview saying that he sharpened you up. He made you want to be a better coach.
Yeah. Brian Norman and that, and then
Prime Dev going to be a problem. He's a problem right now. Yeah, and that's the thing. Is he even in his prime right now? Like, oh my goodness, bro, Devin Haney, man, I'm telling you, Queen Sugar-Free Mars is in the building. Say what's up to the Queen Sugar-Free Mars. She's in the building, y'all. the queen. If you haven't, go to her channel, subscribe to her channel. We just did a live, the epic live this past Sunday on the cycles of boxing, the cyclical nature of boxing. It's her latest live. We went for a very long time. It was a great discussion. Always open to do it again. Infinite blessings to Queen Sugar Free Mars in the building. Wow. Giving you roses as you come in. Yeah, Queen says peace to the chat. Peace to Queen Sugar Free Mars. Amazing. Okay, thank you, Queen. Oh, let me see what Snoomy Max says here. Shakur needs to run that fight back with De Los Santos. Yeah, because to me, it was a draw. They gave it to Shakur because they thought he was going to sign back with Top Rank. Yeah, it's a good point, Snoopy Mac. Yeah, I know. I mean, I knew they were going to give him that fight. I knew they were going to give him the fight, but it was a very. I would never rewatch that fight. And Shakur, I don't want to use the word running because that's what our enemies use, if you will. It wasn't his best fight, and even Shakur said that. But I don't like this term running. To me, running, quote unquote, running is a racial slur at this point. It's coded language that they only use against black fighters. So I don't want to say that Shakur was running in the De Los Santos fight, but he should have been more engaged in the fight. I'll just put it that way. What Big Soldier MX says, Keyshawn, also known as Kiki, ducked Edwin Missile. Yeah, he did. He cheated the weight, tried to pull a Ryan Garcia. See, Keyshawn Davis thinks Ryan Garcia is the most privileged. And make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe. The links pinned at the top if you want to chat. But Ryan Garcia is the most privileged boxer in this is my estimation in all of boxing. He really functions in the boxing world because the boxing world is really niche. Right now, he operates, as I've said this before, like a white man. And he thinks he's white. You know what I'm saying? He appears white anyway. And he's a lighter skinned Mexican American. So he gets this like privilege, sort of like a white man would. You know what I'm saying? Like an Eminem in hip hop. Like he gets Eminem's talented, fine. But you know what I'm saying? Like don't tell me that Eminem didn't have privileges. That's impossible. He did. You know what I mean? So, and I think Ryan Garcia is the same way. If I can just use that analogy, it's really interesting, the racial dynamics. Okay, let me go through y'all's comments and we'll get back to the video. Okay. Oh, salute to B. Salute, brother. You're in the building. Salute to the king, B. B always comes through, man. Mad support. Love you, bro. Keyshawn admires Ryan Garcia. Yeah, he does. From the evidence I've seen, there's something about him. I think he wants Ryan's fame. And something else might be going on, so. But yeah, yeah, bro. Good observations. You always have good observations. Big Soldier says, Ryan's so sad. Industry plant, yeah. Industry plant, yep. Yes, Queen Sugar Free. Yeah, facts. It's ridiculous. The privilege. It's white privilege. We might as well just call it white privilege. I'm not going to call it Mexican privilege. I mean, he functions like a white man, and he's lighter skinned. So and racially speaking, I want to know what he identifies as. Like, what is your race, bro? Like, yeah, you're a Mexican American heritage, but what is your color group? What race? I would be interested if I were to interview him, and I'm not interested in interviewing Ryan Garcia. And I remember one time he told me on Twitter, like, oh, I see you like to talk about us and whatever. You don't want to interview. I have no interest in an interview. You're just going to gaslight me the whole interview. But I would ask him one question. What do you identify as, bro? B says he definitely loves white culture. Yeah. Queen Sugar Free says he's got a crush on it. Yeah. Honestly, it's true, though. Come on. Look at what they were doing in the club. He likes him. Keyshawn Davis likes Ryan Garcia. I don't even want to say those words out of my mouth again. That's the last time I'm saying something like that. Big Soldier MX says at least Loma and Tio beat people regardless. Protection, even ducking Tank. Yeah, Ryan Bin Baby. Yeah. That's because of Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. He says he wants Ryan's butt. Big Soldier says Key is chasing fame. He doesn't care about belts. Yeah. Sugar Free Mars says he identifies as a woman. He told us 2 years ago. He said that. Queen, though, he did say that after the Empire State Building face-off. And then he wrote this asinine, stupid tweet saying, yeah, you're right. He did say something like, I'm part of the LGBT community, rainbow community, and something like that. He literally said, I'm a woman. I'm pressing charges against Devin Haney, something to that effect. Man, that's crazy. Ryan is viewed as a great white. Yes, he's viewed as the great white hope. B, he only started acting like he embraced his Mexican side after he got popped. He never stood on no Mexican shit. No, he ain't La Raza, as they like to say. He's not La Raza. Although that term comes with its own issues and problems. But yeah, he's not that. So yeah, he literally said that. Yes, Queen. Very wild, bro. Very wild. Oh my God. Okay.
Then Devin, I constantly want to get better, and that's what I'm saying is we can bring in whoever. I just told Zab, I need Zab. I need you to touch on Sean. I need you to talk to him. So we're always trying to get better. But what that whole hate campaign that the media ran and everyone ran, it really gave me an opportunity to see how strong Devin is and to gain more respect for him, watching him go through that and come out the way that he did. You see what I'm saying? And once you go through something like that, when you come out different. You come out different. He's different. So he knows now that y'all just talking, man. Y'all just talking.
That's another
The
way.
shit you just talking, Mills. Just talking. You just was saying that was the same shit you was talking about Brian Norman. You're just talking, Mills.
Yo,
We heard all this, Mills. But did you say that before? I've heard the same shit, Mills.
Nah. This is different. This dude was
You just doing your job.
He was signed at 16.
No, you just listen. You just doing your job. I ain't gonna pay no attention to you right now. You doing your job.
Listen, Bill.
I've already been there with you before. I know you doing your job.
At least listen to your boy Ness. Even Ness told you. Did you watch that fight?
Nope. I need you to call. If you want, did you call somebody? You call their
What fight is he talking about?
team and you bring them up.
Hit that like button, y'all. Thank you, B. Big Soldier MX says Mexicans were cheering for Dev versus Ryan. Go rewatch the win. I know they switched when Ryan cheated. Dev Mexicans are desperate for. I know this. There's there literally was a group called Mexicans for Haney. And I saw Mexican support. I saw love for him from Mexicans in the gym. Devin was in the gym in New York. What's the name of it? Gleason's. I saw a lot of like young Mexican dudes. Hey, Devin. And at the weigh-in, you're right. But after Devin or Ryan initially the switch up was insane. This motherfucker's sassy. He's nothing but a detractor. Yeah, I know. I hate replaying his stuff. I'm only playing it because Bill Haney's on there. Quinn. Yeah, Snoopy Max says all La Raza means is the race. If you look deep into it, you'll find out if it comes from dark-skinned people. Okay. I got to do more research on that term, but I know people like to use it, including Rolly. I've heard Rolly say it. I saw Rolly say that term in an interview before he fought Tank Davis. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm fighting for La Raza. So, Okay, Queen Sugar Free Mars says, yes, Gleason's is the famous gym. Yes, it's in Brooklyn. Dope. Gleason's. Yeah, that's where I saw Devin. All La Raza means is the race. Okay, it means the race. Okay, Snoopy Mac. Snoopy Mac coming with the knowledge. Yeah, Big Soldier says Mill City still interview Regis, who was better. Yeah, I mean, who still interviews Regis? Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Because I know you just talking right now. That's how I know. Remember me and you talked about that. The platform is here to get at them guys, not to go back and
Yeah. Wow. These guys are. I love that Trill Bill pulls up on these guys and just pulls their coat. What is this? What is this tweet I'm seeing here? What is this? Today, Bill Haney explains why Jerron Edis getting about a 154 makes the Devin fight. We were interested in fighting Boots. Oh, okay. I haven't seen this either. All right, let's see. Let's download. I haven't seen this. A lot of these, I haven't seen this. Okay, I'm interested in seeing that. Let's see what Trill Bill's got to say about Mr. Boots. Mr. Jerron. Make sure you guys like the video, share, subscribe. I'm going to be going until Brother BF. I'm not wherever Brother BF comes on, I'm going to be ending the live, which will be 6 or 6:30. But I had time today, so I wanted to make sure I talk with a good family before Saturday. Okay. Oh, let's get through these comments. Mill City starts beef all the time. Mill City still interviewed. Yeah. Oh, I replayed that. Yeah. It seems like he does. I don't watch him like that, but I see his stuff rolling on my timeline. All right, let me get to this video here.
Why?
Yeah, Big Soldier says Dev would fight Boots as hard as on match. Yep, Dev's gonna fight anyone. Devin Haney versus everybody, over everybody. He wants to fight the best fighters in the world, straight up.
Move up.
Why
move up to 54 and call out Xander, but not fight Boots at 54?
wasn't have a belt at 54. And we were interested in fighting Boots at 47 with the belt. You know what I mean? When he gets a belt at 54, then, you know what I mean, we'll revisit the fight. But he's on the list. You know what I mean? That's going to happen. It's just a matter of...
He said he would do it at 52, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is it's going to happen. That fight is going to happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen and what it's going to happen for.
Okay. Okay, because there was lots of chatter about that situation.
Hey, he's a tremendous fighter. You know what I mean? And I don't think that we call on guys that aren't tremendously talented fighters. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's not Devin's MO. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, but it was the most respectfully disrespectful thing to ever do is to put a guy's name on a hit list. Don't you think, Zap?
Well, even worse.
Zap?
See, Big Soldier MX says, Dev Rich, he doesn't have to fight for real. If I was Haney, I would retire. Who want to get punched in the face? Yeah, no. I don't want Devin to retire. No. Devin, you stay active. I understand what you're saying, Big Soldier. Devin's got much more. He's accomplished so much, but believe me, he's got so much more to accomplish. It's not even funny. He can do so much more, and he knows that. That's why he's not going to retire. He's too hungry. And that's what makes him amazing. He's rich and famous, but still hungry. So he hasn't tasted those silk sheets. He's got silk sheets, but it hasn't affected him. Let's just put it that way. Boots needs a Bill Haney. Yep. Boots needs a better promoter.
His interviews, he said something about, who is Jerron Ennis. He's a nobody.
Right. So I'm saying, but respectfully disrespectful in the sense of they're in or around a division, right? So you can't help but entertain those things. You know what I'm saying? So either you're going to make the fight happen or Turkey is going to call for it. The fans are going to call for it. That's just the way that it is. And we don't duck it.
You don't duck it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were talking about also, obviously your big fight obviously is Ryan Garcia, but obviously one of the other big fights is Shakur Stevenson.
We can't talk about the Ryan Garcia fight because Henry is sleepy right now. Henry is in Chicago vacationing, so let's just stop talking about that, okay?
Well,
Bill Haney is hilarious.
What happens if they go for the Shakur Stevenson fight?
Well, I mean,
That was funny.
Why move up to 54 and call out Xander, but not fight Boots at 54?
wasn't have a belt at 54. And we were interested in fighting Boots at 47 with the belt. You know what I mean? When he gets a belt at 54, then, you know what I mean, we'll revisit the fight. But he's on the list. You know what I mean? That's going to happen.
But
It's
so
just a matter of,
he said
it's
he would
just,
do it at 52 though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying is.
Henry Garcia, Buster. Yep. B says Bill and Dev against Old Man Bozo and Boots. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, they were playing games talking about 152 catch weights. And Devin didn't even fight at 147 yet. Devin didn't even fight at he didn't even have the fight with Brian Norman yet. Like, come on. Like, what is this 152? And you ran out the division, but you're walking around with your ring belt, your 147 ring belt, like it was still applicable. Like, you got out the division, you know. But he was real proud. I saw Boots outside him somewhere with that ring belt. He can't let go of that ring belt. Yeah, sis, I'm doing the same thing, Queen. Yep. Shaking my damn head. B says Boots needs a better trainer. Yeah. Bozy, I'm not sure how much coaching goes on in that corner, to be honest with you. And he trains other fighters, but I'm not sure about his instructions. Like I don't know. I don't know if his instructions are like it's a lot of motivational stuff. Let's just put it that way. Sugar Free Mars Queen says, I'm constantly amazed at how Bill goes to these childish platforms, these trading platforms. I would maul those fools. Yeah, I don't know. Bill's got some supernatural patience and some emotional mastery because these guys talk a lot of shit about you and your son, bro. And y'all are multi-millionaires. You don't have to deal with this. You don't have to deal with this, but it's like, you know, they could literally all retire and just do something else and take their money and, you know, they could take their money. I think did y'all see Devin's tweet a few weeks ago about he says he's starting a franchise? Did y'all see that? Like I said this already, Devin Haney is a businessman. I saw that. He said something about he's starting a franchise. Like I don't know what kind of franchise, if it's a food franchise or clothing franchise, because I know Devin's into, you know, he likes to, you know, whatever, shop or whatever, get nice stuff. But I like a lot of these fighters do. Yeah, he said that. Yeah, Queen, I saw it. I would have to dig through his Twitter to find it again, like scroll all the way down. But yeah, Queen. A lot of disrespect towards Bill. Thank you, B. We're gonna get Bill on Stephen X's Sugar Free Show. Wow, that's big. Big facts. Thank you. Wow. Big salute, King. Facts. That's big, man. That's big. Thank you. And absolutely, we're gonna get on sugar. Can you imagine Sugar Free Mars and Bill? Man, amazing. That would be amazing live on a Sunday. One of Sugar Free's Mars Sunday lives, Sunday cooks. Oh my goodness, Sunday sermons, I call them. Straight up.
It's going to happen. That fight is going to happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen and what it's going to happen for.
Okay. Okay, because there was lots of.
B says only threat to Dev is Shakur. Boots is not. Trust me. Yeah. Shakur is a pound for pound fighter. Devin's a pound for pound fighter. Boots is not in my estimation, Boots is not a pound for pound fighter. He looks great, but because of his competition, I cannot call, and it hurts me to say this, I can't call Boots a pound for pound fighter. Nope. I need to see you against in 50-50 fights. Yeah, Queen, that would be wild. And you know what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Supernatural patience for real. Yep. For real. For
Better
real. For
about
real.
that situation.
Hey, he's a tremendous fighter. You know what I mean? And I don't think that we we call on guys that aren't tremendously talented fighters. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that that's not Devin's MO. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, but it was the most respectfully disrespectful thing to ever do is to put a guy's name on a hit list. Don't you think, Zab?
So okay, hold on. B says I think Bill has that mentality of all publicity is good publicity, which in boxing it is to a certain sense. Yeah, no, Bill is practical. I like it. It's practical. Like he's not going to be ideological about it. He'll get on your platform and communicate. Because remember, Bill's a very good communicator, so he's going to talk to anybody, including the ops, if you will. You know, Queen Sugar Free Mars says I honestly don't have Kerr on my pound for pound. As much as I want to put him there, he got to do more. See that's an interesting point because who's been Shakur's level of competition? His level of he just fought Tio. Everyone before then ain't Tio, so he fights Tio. And well, I think he was on the pound for pound before Tio, but they moved him up because of that win. And I say I'm talking about Ring. Like that's when I say pound for pound, I'm referring to the list that Ring puts out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Queen. That's something to think about, and I would be interested to know where you have him then, like what number. If so, he's not in the top 10 for you, right? So he's got to be what the other 10, like from 10 to no, from 11 to 20. Would he be 11 to 20? Let me know. B says I believe he was talking about a food chain. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, Devin's in Miami now. So yeah, food would be if he's doing it in Miami and then like whatever chain is, you could make money with food for sure. Big Soldier, I started effing with Dev because I noticed how everybody was hating, dude. I love underdogs. I don't respect bullying either. Bill has class. Yeah, very classy family. Yep. B, I'm tweeting Bill every day so he can come on y'all shows. What? You see that, Queen? Wow, B, big up. Big up, bro. Appreciate that, man. I really do. It would be so Trill Bill is solid. We love him over here. Queen Sugar Free Mars says, why does Zab always act submissively when he's on the show? Yes. Hold on, let me go back. Sorry. When he's on the show, specifically when it comes to the Haneys, that shit is annoying. And that's Devin's godfather. But in the presence of Mill City, this guy is super quiet. And a lot of times Mill City be sneak dissing and disrespecting Bill Haney when it comes on this platform. That's why I said this man has supernatural patience and emotional mastery to even go on this platform. I don't watch this platform. I'm only playing the clip because Bill's on it. Facts. Kerr at number 3 over Devin. Yeah, he is. I'm gonna come up. Okay, Quinn. Yay! Wow, it's dope. Okay, so we're gonna wait for Queen Sugar Free Mars. She's gonna come up soon. We're gonna have a discussion. Yeah, let's talk about that Shakur comment. I would be interested. Yeah, where do you have him? Do you have Shakur at 11 to 20? Then that was my question to you, because you pound for pound is like those 10, right? Got to get through y'all comments. I want to make sure I acknowledge everyone's comments whilst I'm here. Yeah, so let's hold on one second. We got the Queen in the building.
East King, can you hear me okay?
Yes, beautifully. I can hear you loud and clear. I hear you perfectly.
Good. So Luke King, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Queen? Yeah, I like surprising y'all with these. I want to just surprise y'all and just pop up.
I like that. I like that as well. That's always cool because I definitely was just doing my own thing when I refreshed my page and I saw that you were live. So You already know what it is. Had to come 10 toes in support of the
Wow.
king.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, it's amazing.
That-
I think I saw your video. I gotta listen to your video because you just did something.
Oh yeah, the one I just posted.
Yeah, you just posted, but I've been doing this, so I gotta listen to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's there. It's
oh
there.
yeah.
Whenever.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, you.
I felt like I don't like how Zab Judah placates every time he is on this platform. And I guess he's a co-host with this dude. I don't know much about this show because I do not venture into that territory. I'm very, very stringent when it comes to my diet, my YouTube diet, and just my, my intellectual diet as a whole. So I do not frequent spaces that I don't feel contribute to consciousness or uprightness or the type of boxing perspective that I uphold, right? So that there are specific platforms that I stick to, like yours, like BF, and all the other truth tellers.
Yes.
But I have been made privy to this, of course, because it's kind of hard not to be when you are on Twitter, because people kind of chop up and make edits and posts of various platforms and clips go viral and they circulate across Twitter. So I have been made privy to this man because of Twitter. And I think I've heard other people kind of reference him, even though I haven't necessarily went to a live or whatever. Especially, I think I became most familiar with him with the whole Brian Norman Sr. thing, because Brian Norman Sr. stayed on this man's channel. So I've constantly seen his face in association with the Normans during the buildup of the Haney fight. But anywho,
right.
I think if I'm not mistaken, Zab is a contributor to the show, a co-host, if you will. Even though he's kind of like whimsical, we don't really see him in a consistent position. Of course, as much as we do, I guess what would be called the main host, which is Mill. I don't know, but whenever I do see Zab, I tend to be disheartened by the level of submissiveness that he showcases. Particularly, like I said in the chat, as it comes to, the Haneys, who are obviously viewed as unfavorable on this particular platform, right? Because they always have their own posit that isn't necessarily giving light or acknowledging, the prowess of Devin. Not that everybody has to be in agreement of it, but they tend to always have a very contrarian stance for Devin Haney, and it's blatant and it's obvious. And I think it's so interesting because, like you said, this is Zab's godson, right? Young King.
That's his godson.
Yeah, and he's, of course, you can't be somebody's godson without being, closely and deeply entrenched in the Haney name. So, of course, he and Bill, of course, have that establishment. That's Bill's child. You are the godfather of, of his child. So it always bewilders me, that dynamic, as to why he seems so reticent about being vocal. I don't know if it's because he doesn't want to seem biased because he is the, socially associated with that family and that he is the godfather of Young King. Right. I don't know if he's trying to then diminish his position in the Haney family and thinking that if he swallows his tongue, that'll make him come across as less biased or less partisan, right? Which is weird to me. I just don't get that. I would never, boxing is boxing. Yes, that is your god baby, and there's nothing wrong with, having your stance as that person who holds such a position. In fact, you would probably be more what's the word? Not only inclined, but more capable and qualified to speak on Devin, because not only is he his godfather on some just random family tip, but this man has, Devin was in his hands being trained by Zab, right along with Mayweather, right along with, all the other legendary fighters that have touched Devin Haney and shaped and formed his prowess. So that he is more capable and more of in a position to speak on these qualities of Devin and stand up for them where need be, more than anybody else outside of Bill Haney, because that's his family. And he sees him not only in nurturing and supporting that personal and intimate relationship that they have, but that he is, in the war trenches with him as
Queen,
far
are
as
you there?
concerned. Yeah. So I just find that to be so weird every time I see that dynamic. Go ahead, Ken. Hello? Can you hear me? Uh-oh, it's going silent, you guys. Can you guys hear me? Put a 9 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Does anybody notice that can you see anything
Okay. Oh, sorry. I just hear you now. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good.
Yeah, something happened. So I think we probably lost you maybe for like 45 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you went completely silent. What's the last thing you heard me say?
Well, basically Zab is most qualified to speak on
Yeah.
Dev because he had him in his arms. So like
Yes, pretty much.
that's where it ended. And then
Okay.
I couldn't agree.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like he's the most qualified and the most capable, to speak on the behalf as far as the technical side, and the mechanics behind the fundamentals of DHP, right? And I don't know if I just don't like how he stifles or stultifies his own position as somebody being close to the family and close to the team in itself, like the cavalry. He is not just, loving up on Devin Haney as his godfather, but he is a part of the cavalry. He has been a part of the cavalry throughout, Devin Haney's making and shaping and formative years. I just don't like how reticent he is when it comes to standing 10 toes, particularly when that man sees fit to shyly lambaste or censure Devin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I've noticed the submissiveness, and I'm like, somebody said in the comment, but he's like a smiling face. He doesn't say anything. He hardly says anything. And he gets real quiet when this guy is lambasting. This is not the first time I've seen Bill on this platform. I don't watch this platform.
Yeah.
I'm only because these clips come up on Twitter.
Exactly.
That's why I'm doing it, because we got to engage with the content, because we're cognizant. We got to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But I agree with you. I don't just frequent anywhere and spend my life force, my hours of the day just listening to anybody. Like I don't have that kind of time.
Real talk. That's why I'm so selective. I am highly selective, and I literally do not engage or even entertain any of these platforms that first of all that look to censure and admonish in any way, or chastise, or just try to berate simply off of some childish, immature shit. The people that I rock with, right? And so I'm really 10 toes and ironclad with BF. I'm 10 toes and ironclad about Champside, but I don't play. Those are my two kings. You understand? Yes. I stand on them. They are the reason why I even do boxing talk, BF and Champside. So I don't play with no channels that try to play with their names. And of course, I extend the same to you, and I extend the same to like Drew 7-8. Like they have become an extended family, and so.
Wow. Wow. And I can say the same thing about you. I could say the same thing about, make sure always tune in and listen to your always,
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of these platforms tend to have a weird disposition towards, I would say, the cognizant community, like yourself, like myself. I would include myself for sure. And then, the extended family like BF or whoever, just the general LDBC. There's a weird disposition that I find these people who have been made privy to me, they take a stance against Devin, and so the channels that uphold the stature of the young king and just in support of DHP unabashedly, they tend to have an aversion to. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they have an aversion to Devin, and subsequently that aversion causes them to hate on the channels that simply admire Devin's acumen as a fighter. So I can't really rock with those channels like that.
Right. Yeah. And we're not Devin Haney channels. We're boxing channels. We respect and love boxing. And
Yeah,
Devin respects boxing, so naturally there's an affinity.
there's definitely.
Naturally.
And you know what? I have no problem with being called a Devin Haney channel because he's my favorite fighter. You know, just like
Mhm.
Abdul, just like Wilder, just like AJ, just like Benavidez, just like you know, all these people who could run the gamut on whoever our favorites may be who uphold the sport uprightly. I'm a that person channel because I am a boxing channel. So that it's almost synonymous if you look at it, when I look at it from that disposition. I am a Haney supporter because I am a supporter of boxing. It's by default that Devin Haney falls under my
Exactly.
purview because
Exactly.
he is upright in his boxing, just like Abdullah and all the other people that I love and support and back.
Exactly. It's by default.
That's right.
There's nothing we can do about that. Like it's
Yeah, if
well,
you
go ahead.
upright, if you upright, I'm standing 10 toes with you. You don't even have a choice. Like
You don't
I'm
have
there.
a choice. Yeah. It's straight up. You call me a Devin Haney channel if you want. I mean, you call me whatever you want. I just
Right,
know what's right and I know what's wrong.
right,
And I
right.
know the way that young king, I like the term young king, he's
Yeah,
moving correctly.
yeah,
He's moving beautifully. He's moving uprightly, like you say, you know.
yeah.
And he respects the sport. That's why he's already training. That's why I named the live Devin Haney training hard because I saw that video with him and Mickey Bay.
Oh yes, yes. I reposted that myself on Twitter.
Yeah. That was the whole premise of this pop up live, like because I saw that I'm like this guy's already training, and I heard the fight announcement is official. I heard this Saturday they're gonna make the announcement.
Are you serious? I hope that's
Yeah,
true because we were
I
supposed to
hope
hear
it's true.
an announcement. I want to say 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, this channel is they Bill Haney has been on the channel and he knows the channel guy so I sort of like I'm not saying I'm gonna vouch for him 100% for where I heard it, but Bill Haney's been on that channel or he talks to Bill Haney, so he heard that
Okay.
it was this. He heard the announcements this Saturday.
I would love it. I would love if that were the case. You know, we have been waiting this announcement officially. I want to say for the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like you know touching 3 weeks. So, and you know what? I wanted it to be announced as soon as possible because we know that once the fight is officiated, um, you know that's when we get the confirmation that the VADA testing will begin. I necessarily am not a fan of the fact that let's say the fight gets confirmed or announced. Hopefully it's confirmed already. Maybe they're just waiting for the announcement. But the fact that upon confirmation is when typically DHP stipulates, you know, it's the signing up for the immediate VADA testing and stuff like that. So I think like since we are already, you know, this is April. Next Saturday is April 4th, right? So that we are already, you know, basically, you know, within days of April. That fight is May 30th. That means, you know, they'll only have what, you know, a month and a half tops. That's even stretching it to
Yeah,
have the testing. You know what I mean? And we know that
yeah.
that's the 16 weeks of testing. That's completely out of the question now because of how prolonged the confirmation has been.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it, sis. I'm like, what's taking so long?
I'm just worried about the testing because we know that this is going to be in Las Vegas. Okay. And we already know what time it is over there in Vegas, y'all. Okay. With the allowable levels of, you know, all types of illicit substances. Okay. So I just want to
Unreal.
make sure that testing is A1. You know, as you know, as much as possible. But it's like at this point, we are so, you know, like I said, we are essentially in April and touching April that, you know, I guess you know, it'll only be 8 weeks, if that, of testing.
Yeah, it's going to be only 8 weeks. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Although there has been no evidence about Rolly, you know,
that's
you know,
true.
but
That's true.
I mean, I
You
don't
never
care who.
have efforts. Okay. I trust nobody in boxing when it comes to Devin Haney because people make it a point to want to derail his progress. And, you know, Ryan was just the first person to get caught. That does not mean that there are not others, you know, plotting um, and if they haven't been, let's say if they didn't necessarily have a history of it, doesn't mean that if if put in the right position, that they wouldn't take advantage to do whatever it is, right? Whatever that may be, PEDs or otherwise. I just have no trust or faith whatsoever in anybody in front of him. That's just, I'm a lioness when it comes to that. I don't need to see it more than once to get the message. And yeah, I think he should express all levels of caution possible with whomever may be in front of him.
Agreed. And that and top of training, like I said a long time ago, you're training for Rolly as if you were about to fight Bud Crawford.
Yes.
I mean, I don't care who you put. No, but I don't have to tell Devin Haney that. I mean, he already knows that his work ethic. They're already going like they take every opponent very seriously, which is what you should do as a fighter. You know, we can make jokes about Rolly and all that, but no, I would take Rolly extremely. If I were a fighter, no, I'm taking you very serious. You got a belt that I want. You have an awkward style, so I have to train for this style that you have. You know, because styles make fights, right?
Styles make fights, exactly.
So, what is the game plan? Like, we're game planning, we're training the way we're going to fight you, because Rolly does have an awkward style. Now, can he switch it up? And no, I don't see him totally switching up his style. His style is his style,
I mean, he kind of exercised, I guess, if you want to call it versatility, or at least the first time we've seen that level of versatility with Ryan. He didn't necessarily swing wildly. He was a little bit more composed and measured in his fight with Ryan.
Yes.
If you remember.
Yes, I do remember.
Bombastic as he normally is, swinging from the hills. He was a little bit more reserved and thoughtful in that fight, which was interesting. He literally outboxed Riri.
He outboxed Riri, racist Riri. He outboxed him. And that's what made it a quote unquote boring fight, because he just, he got the knockdown. Congrats to him in the second round.
Yeah.
But both of them sort of, it was like that fight is not like, it's not entertaining to rewatch.
It's so lame. I mean, outside from him, putting Riri's ass on a canvas in that second round, the remainder of that fight was just, it was lackluster to say the least. It's just like nothing happened.
Yeah, it was so lackluster. Oh my god, that fight, and that was the main event.
That was the main event, exactly.
I think, or so-called main event, because exactly. Oh my god, that night was just that was terrible. And then Ryan fumbled the bag.
Completely fumbled the bag.
I heard someone say, "Oh yeah, I see the play. He lost on purpose." He's like,
But you know what? The young king was going to fight racist Riri, whether a victory or a loss for either of them. The plan was for them to fight. So they fought in May of last year. The plan was by hook or by crook, and regardless of the outcomes of their fights, that they would face each other in October. Riri, the racist, and Oscar de la Redbottom wanted no damn parts of that at all. They just didn't. They do not want to fight Devin, and such is the case up until this point. They simply do not want that rematch because they know what will be stipulated upon them, right, for the 16 weeks complete testing, and they also know, that with their resources limited to them as far as their ability to cheat, they know that they simply cannot beat Young King without those performance enhancing drugs.
They know this, right? For sure. Yeah, both of them know that, and Oscar knows it for sure. That's why
They don't want to fight Devin. It doesn't matter how you guys have seen the Young King time and time again. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm with it. He didn't get out the ring, and he was telling the world, let's get it back. Let's get it. Let's get this. I'm ready for this. I want this. Team Racist Riri wants no parts of this because they know what time it is and they know what's bound to happen when he gets in the ring clean against Devin. It's over.
It's over. Remember, Oscar De La Hoya was a fighter. He knows.
Yep.
He knows. He knows Devin. He's a fighter. He was a fighter. He knows. Like, no, Devin's gonna thoroughly outbox my fighter and possibly knock him out.
Yep.
Because Devin wants to hurt him.
That's
badly.
right.
I know Devin wants to hurt that dude badly.
That's right. That's absolutely
You
right.
know,
And Riri
um,
knows.
yeah, Riri knows that as well. Oh my god. Let me just sorry. Let me just. Big Soldier says no PEDs too. Salute to
Mhm.
Big Soldier. He also said, I just want to sort of acknowledge he yeah, sorry, I read that. Rolly, was that?
I said, go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, Rolly, yeah, I'm just gonna get through. Rolly been KO'd many times, so he's cautious. Big Soldier says Ryan's trash. Devin knows the game is rigged. B says Dev washing Rolly though. I'm sorry. B says he's washing him. Rolly already talking crazy. That's what Big Soldier says. Yeah, he is. I mean, Rolly's a talker. B says everyone that's not enrolled in 365 testing is a fucking suspect.
Facts.
Yeah, facts. Eyes open. Devin going on PBC too. Yeah, this might be the first time I think, or no, well, Amazon, but yeah, PBC. So
Mhm.
B says Vegas, Sin City, indeed. Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, if you've never been, yeah, Vegas is Vegas. Let me just say that. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, see those rules and all that. Yeah, that fits the personality of Vegas. So
That's
boxing is just fucked up. Yeah, it's Vegas is yeah, that's a crazy city, but um don't tell nobody. Oh, Sister Chiquila Field says I don't either, and Rolly never intended to fight Dev. No, he didn't.
to look
Yeah.
to Mama Love.
Yeah, salute to everybody in the building. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to yeah. So what do you think? Yeah, no, I agree with you, sis. Oscar knows what knows what time it is. But you know what? I think circumstances will force the rematch, just like circumstances force Rolly to get this fight.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, yeah, I believe in that kind of like never just analyze something based on the now. Things change. Things are always changing,
That's a fact.
and September is a long ways away. And what happens on May 30th matters.
That's true.
And I think circumstance, remember, this is the prize fighting game.
That's right.
Ryan might be put in a situation where he has to fight Devin Haney again because he's going to need the
Right.
money.
That's true
He's
because
going
let's
to
say
need the money.
exactly. No, that's absolutely true, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. Um, because let's say 2 months ago, we would have never thought that with all the disgusting, blatant duckery that Rolly was expressing, we would have never thought that, in March, he would have been running, put in a situation where he's running and ducking for cover from his mandatory that would force him into the arms of Devin, right? Like force him to run to Devin Haney's front door, to get a fight with him. We could have never seen that the way that man was so disgustingly ducking and unabashedly ducking Dev. But yeah, that's just how the winds changed, and here we are with a fight pending. So that's true. I guess anything is possible, and liable to change at any time. So yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that. But as far as something of his own doing and willingness, simply out of sportsmanship, that's the part that I cancel out, and don't depend on at all. But I do understand the circumstances of change and movability as a concept that may happen in a way that forces one, to be put in a position to do the very thing that they had been running from. So yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah, well, I didn't imagine Rolly fighting Devin because of all the comments he was making, but this just came out of nowhere.
Yep.
I'm shocked that this is happening because he was adamant. I'm not fighting. Yeah, I'm not fighting this dude. He said it over and over again.
Over and over and just, oh my God, that disgusted me. Real talk, y'all. I saw that, during those, the past few months ago where that stuff happened. I'm just looking at this man interview after interview, just unabashedly. Oh, I just don't want to fight him. I'm never going to fight him. All the things that man has said. And nobody held that man's feet to the fire. Barely. Outside of the conscious community, of course. General boxing landscape just let that man say that disgusting stuff. I was just like, what? You guys have called people ducks for less.
For
You
less.
guys have called people ducks for simply making a counter offer to a fight that was in negotiation. Simply saying, okay, well, these are our terms, was found to be and viewed to be problematic. Just as far as negotiations, it's like, what?
Right.
And you gotta hold your tongue when it comes to this blatant duckery. This man is telling you outrightly, I have no intention whatsoever on ever fighting the young King Dev. And those people just let that man skate by, on his own delusional rainbow off into the sunset. It was crazy.
Insane. Well, anything with Devin that involves Devin, these people,
They make allowances for. Yep. When it comes to him.
It's really disgusting, and yeah, we're in the good fight. I feel like I'm in a war or a battle, to be honest. Every day feels like because it's just, I know the onslaught that comes if I just do a tweet or if I just repost something that's appreciative of Devin.
Yeah.
Here come the trolls, here come the bots, and then here come, some of them are real, but they come with their negativity. And I've learned not to even acknowledge them. Like I hardly acknowledge these guys now, because I'm like, I'm just gonna keep moving forward. Y'all are not gonna stop us from like we know what's real. We know what's real in this boxing game, and
Exactly.
we know what integrity is. We know what uprightness is. And honestly, we just have to outwork them. Those of us that are conscious, we have to outwork these people. That's how we defeat them. The lying and the gaslighting, because remember, they're backed by corporations. Like the corporate boxing media is hiring these people. I'm not going to say any names, but they're hiring them to be commentators.
Yes.
The people that lie and do all this stuff, and they've hired them because they cater to a certain segment of the fan base that hates Devin Haney.
Yeah. To elaborate on that point, they also cater to the fan base that is willingly accepting of the propaganda that they inculcate into this landscape. The ones who are susceptible to the whatever they've been inculcated by, right? So if there's an agenda at work and they cater to the people who they are feeding that propaganda to and that agenda to, the people who are susceptible to it, who take it on willingly and without question. That's the fan base. That's the sect and segment of the boxing world that they want to adhere to or cling to, if you will, because that sect of boxing fan is eager to take on the mindset that the propaganda stipulates.
Yes. They're the most susceptible to the propaganda. Because they don't study, they don't qualify themselves as fans. If you're a true boxing fan, you will study boxing history. You would have respect for boxing. You wouldn't downgrade a fighter that was cheated by a drug cheat. None of this. Oh, I wanted to salute this brother right here. This is the brother Benji on Twitter. J Huss left arm salute to you, bro. Haney era. Yeah, he's in the chat right now. This is brother Benji. Haney era.
Oh, yeah. I see it on the screen. Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. I want to salute him because a lot of his he does a great job at like posting stuff.
Oh yeah, I repost, I follow, I repost his work all the time. Salute to Benji.
Salute to Benji. Yeah. Amazing.
You know what? I think I came. Were you in BF's chat? I think I saw that because that profile picture is like, I think I came across that, but I was not sure. I'm like, it was kind of small and the chat was kind of, BF's chat be moving and people. So I thought I had seen.
Yes.
He says I was. Okay.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, he was. I remember he was.
Okay, cool.
And BF knows who he is because BF saluted him.
Oh, did he?
I think, I remember BF acknowledged him. Yeah, because BF
knows.
Oh,
okay. Because I saw the profile really briefly, and it just popped up into because I follow on Twitter, but I saw just left arm, and I didn't really see. I'm still used to seeing Benji on Twitter. So I was like, okay, maybe I was just seeing things or whatever. Okay, that was you. Okay, I wasn't tripping.
Yeah, he does a lot of I love his posts because he's just very informative with the
yeah. Salute.
He's very informative, just just news, a lot of stuff he just posts, not really taking an opinion, but just sort of just posting stuff,
Yeah, I find myself always reposting and expounding upon the posts that he makes because like you said, he always posts such dope content, and he usually posts a lot of clips that I have not seen before.
Exactly.
Yeah, I usually like expound upon what he posts and give my own little opinions to it as well. Salute to Benji.
Salute to him.
He is effing hilarious.
That's
there. Yeah.
That's the king right there.
Yes.
That's the king. Yeah, that's the king. Oh, B says I don't trust PBC. Yeah. Well, there's going to be drug testing for this. It'll be VADA drug testing. So I have a feeling I heard the announcement. Oh, Snoopy Max says only the righteous ride with Devin. Amen. Yeah. No, this is going to be on the up and up. I hear you, bro. Because PBC relies on another testing. I forgot the name of it. I think it's USADA. They're like, I don't hear a lot of PBC fighters talking about VADA. And that includes Tank Davis. Like the only Tank Davis fight I know that was VADA was him and Ryan. And
so USADA does not do professional anymore.
Oh yeah, they don't do it. So it's not USADA.
VADA does, I want to say maybe something like 97% of all tests in boxing.
Yeah, you're right.
There's probably like a 3% at best that goes to whatever secondary options be available. But VADA conducts overwhelmingly the majority of all tests in boxing.
Well, I know PBC though relies on the state commissions, their testing.
Yeah, so I mean for like fights that's like championship bouts.
Right. Yeah. Right, which is not sufficient.
Exactly.
You can beat that. You can beat a state commission test. From my research, VADA is what we have.
Exactly.
That is the best testing we have.
And reliable source or whatever. So yeah. Those commission tests are straight up nonsense because they don't have to verify anything. They don't have to, nothing is, you know what I'm saying? It's so loose and it's so easy to, kind of, do away with or get around that. I don't trust it at all. I think that, regardless of whether the fight was championship bout or not, that these, that VADA testing should be, a stipulation just in the sport in general.
Yeah, VADA is the testing. Folks can talk all they want. There's no other equivalent to that standard. So
exactly.
So you're not going to be fighting Devin Haney if you're not VADA tested. Let's just put it that way. Y'all can fight each other. You're not going to fight Devin Haney.
And that's exactly what it comes down to. Yep.
I mean, that's all I care about. And Turkey Turkey's not going to allow anybody
exactly
to fight Devin Haney without VADA test. Turkey's on board with drug testing. He's pro drug testing.
Yeah, he's pro drug testing.
So he's pro drug testing. Jay says VADA is a middleman like transport. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're a middleman. Yeah, they're just the collection agency, and they send it to WADA in Utah for testing. That's the World Anti-Doping Association.
Exactly.
And Snoopy Max says New York has the strictest testing.
Yeah, New York is definitely, if not the most, is definitely one of the most stringent, has one of the most stringent policies. Even though I think we spoke about last time, they have recently, or I guess over the past year and a half or so, risen, that 0.1 allowable level now for Ostrine, where it was completely banned before. So I don't know why they're making these, lenient expressions. I have no idea why they are allowing for the lenience of anything to any degree. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. even though it's still much, the allowable limit is much lower than, let's say, a place like Vegas. Any allowance of these, substances is intolerable to me. They wouldn't want me to be goddamn commissioner of anything. Because it
You
goes
know
up.
what's funny? You would be such an
Okay.
amazing. You would be such a competent. You're right there in New York too. You know. No,
Maybe
you
I
no.
apply.
They should. Yeah, they don't want you to be part of. Yeah, you is no, because these are just civilian. My political background. These are civilian like oversight bodies. Like anybody, you can actually apply for these kind of jobs and stuff. And it's almost like, damn, do we need a campaign of like conscious people
Right.
to join these like state commissions? These like,
I think we
I'm
need a campaign and a brigade of conscious people in every facet and every area of life in this country. We need all types of cognizant people in all areas of activity, life activity, people activity. We need conscious folk because
people
I
activity.
swear to goodness, there's not enough. There's not enough. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Got some imbeciles running all levels of life as we know it. We need the conscious folks in all of these areas,
In
and
all
big
these areas.
overturning all of these imbecilic practices that we see everywhere across the board.
I agree. I agree. And this sport of boxing is so corrupt.
Yeah.
We need ethical but the ethical people will get targeted, but it is what it is. Because I feel like if you speak up on these things, you get chastised and look at what we go through, just defending Devin Haney and clean boxing.
Yeah, clean boxing.
It's
That's true.
insane. It's insane what they've luckily we're tough skinned. Like, oh, hold on one second. I think this is Brother B. Yeah, Brother B's on stage. Yeah, but we are we're upright. We're gonna tell the truth no matter the circumstances, straight up.
Yeah.
There's too much at stake. There's too much
Yeah,
at stake.
exactly.
Way too much at stake just to be playing around. I'm not playing around with the truth. Not happening.
Facts.
I just want to acknowledge everybody in the chat. I know it's hard to get around to all of your comments, but we see them. We got Queen Sugar Free Mars on the panel. We got Brother B on the panel. Salute to Brother B.
Salute.
We got salute, y'all. I saw your tweet to Bill Haney.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna tweet him every day.
Wow.
Cause I know why Bill do that, but I know why I don't like it either. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but I know why he's doing it. But yeah, he gotta come on the home family pages sometimes. I see he come on like 78, but I think he gonna start, but I'm gonna tweet him every day till he come.
I'm sorry.
Everybody should tweet him too.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I'm sorry.
Everybody should tweet him that shit.
Tweet him what?
Say that again, Queen.
Till he come on Sugar, your show and Steven show.
You said that?
Yeah, Queen. Brother B tweeted. He tweeted like he just tweeted Bill just now.
Oh.
And he said, Bill, when are you coming on Stephen X's show and Queen Sugar Free show? He tweeted it.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's crazy that you.
Yeah, man. You need to come on the show, man.
Salute. I definitely appreciate that. Child.
I don't know why I know why, but it's like, yeah, you going on Mill City, and I like it, of course, but because I watch Mill City, but only when it's like talking about Deb or a fighter's talking about him or something. But yeah, it's a real hateful channel, so it's like you don't need to get him no shine. But I get why you going on that, but it's a real hateful fucking channel, bro. Like he been hating, and I remember when he first started, like I swear to God, like, and Zab was there, Zab was always kind of defending Dev, but remember him and Dev got into like a little beef.
Did they?
Yeah, like that. I forgot what it was about, but I think it was about him going on Mill City. Stuff he was saying on Mill City after the Ryan shit happened, and they got
Oh,
they reconciled though.
interesting.
I'm gonna
Oh,
find
that's
that shit. And
interesting.
I'm gonna find it and
Yeah.
send it to you.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, Bill was dissing Zab because of
Oh,
something he said on this. I
okay.
forgot. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Or no? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna
Um,
find it.
yeah, find that for me, bro, because I try to stay on top of this stuff,
Yeah,
but it's hard, man. Like,
yeah.
They
just
reconciled though. They reconciled.
Like you said, King B move. I get the lot. I get like I feel how I feel, which is like, damn, don't give any, shine to these type of lames. But Bill is a real
Yeah, yeah.
diplomat. That's
Right.
how I view him. Like he's literally the diplomat to me of boxing because he is such um, a visionary and a businessman that he is able to, without any type of attachments. He doesn't let any type of attachments get in the way of him um, extending diplomacy. Whether you agree with his ideas or not, he tends to touch hand. He's not afraid to touch hands with all types of perspectives, whatever they may be, and bring to the best of his ability whatever enlightenment that he feels he can impart or engage in as far as the discourse around boxing. So long as it's like around boxing and wherever he and his son is concerned, wherever that mission is concerned, he's not afraid. He doesn't back down from that challenge, and for that, I highly and deeply respect him. But I also can't help, knowing that he is going to these chiding platforms, people that berate or are quick to censure him in whatever type of way, censure Devin in any type of way. It's kind of difficult not to say, well, F those dudes. You know what I mean? You ain't got to go to their platforms because right when you leave here, they're going to start talking ish about you again and this, that, and the third. But I admire it. And I also, don't like the aspect of the two-faced platforms. You know what I mean? So I get both perspectives, and I feel both ways for sure.
yeah. I mean, I've seen Bill go on. Bill calls into BF a lot. He comes on home
My bad.
channels. Oh no, you're good, bro. I know he comes up. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear
The
you.
phone keep ringing.
Yeah, he comes on home channels. He said, I think, yeah. I mean, I can't really add to what Sugar Free said.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He's a diplomat, So
Exactly. We see him touch BF. Of course, BF is the family. We see him touch Champside. Champside is the family
Yes.
to him and stuff. So yeah, he's with the real ones. Yeah, I mean, he will go to 7. He shouts out the LGBC and stuff like that. So he's always in touch. The thing is that he does not relegate himself to being in touch with the people who only support him. He is unafraid of circling those platforms, even the ones that disagree with him, which is like I said, it's admirable.
That's boxing.
Interesting.
That's boxing.
Because there's all these other promoters don't go no goddamn where. Whether
Right.
it's a platform that agrees with them or not, whether it's a homegrown grassroots platform or a big platform, you're not gonna find Eddie Hearn, just hopping and having random interviews and pulling up to have boxing talk. Nobody else does that. Only Bill Haney takes that position to do that and takes the time to cross hands and cross paths with whatever the platform may be, whether you are in agreement or otherwise. And that's the part that's admirable, is that he makes the time to do that. He doesn't refrain from doing things like that. And that's why I think I respect him. One of the reasons why I respect him so deeply is that he's not afraid to touch the hands of the people that disagree, or the people that are, are DHP 10 toes. He is in touch, literally with the streets, the people out here doing this, the people out here buying the fight, showing up to the fights, thinking about the fights, talking about the fights, etc., which is dope.
Yep. Yeah, a part of me admire it and a part of me don't like it. But yeah, it's exactly, yeah, it's in boxing, that's what boxing is. You gotta know how to be in the lions den. People gonna hate you, they gonna be screaming in your face, and you gotta know how to navigate through that. And it don't affect you.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, Bill is a communicator. He's a communicator.
Hey, Stevie.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see it? I had just sent him the post where he was dissing Zab. I don't know if you've seen it, but
Oh,
he was
where?
like,
Oh, did you?
hold on.
Oh, you sent it to me on my. Okay, let me.
They cool now though, but they did fall out because of Mail City.
Oh, okay. Let me get this. So this is
He
a.
was like, yeah, yeah.
But I'm just seeing a picture. I'm not seeing a video. I'm. Oh,
No,
is
it's
it
not the
just?
video, but
Oh, it's a tweet.
yeah, yeah, it's a
Oh,
tweet.
okay. It's just a tweet. Okay. Give me
It's a
one
whole
sec.
video about it, but and it's more than one. It's just him saying at this time I thought Zab was with us until he put crumbs on his platform for us to eat another Bernard out of his mind. And he posted the picture of the comments he said. So they
Right.
did
Yes.
fall out, but yeah, they fell out. But they back cool up.
Let me save this. Yeah, there's so many folks in the chat right now. Sorry, y'all. I see we see all your comments. Thank you so much for everyone in the room.
Yeah, let me tone back
Yeah,
because yeah.
Chat. Salute to the chat.
salute to the chat. I wanted to, and yeah, okay, it's fine. I was doing a time check. um, no, because I'm not. We're getting off. Like I'm getting off when Mr. BF comes on. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to add this to the stage, because that was the whole premise of the show, just Devin's training right now,
Yeah.
and what's going on. But a salute to everybody in chat. I see all your comments. Just press for time right now. Just wanted to get everyone's feedback. Queen Sugar Free Mars and Brother B, as I have you guys on here, and I value your time. So I just wanted to play this real quick. I know you guys probably saw this, right?
Yes.
But
I reposted that.
Oh yeah. So just for the family that's listening. So give me a sec.
Yeah. I think nervous. I think Rolly's gonna be real nervous and he's gonna try to end up boxing Devin. He's gonna get picked apart. I think he's gonna be nervous, like I'm saying, like he's not gonna go in there thinking he's just gonna knock his head off because he know like, hey, this dude can crack. He can crack too, and he's a master boxer. So I think Rolly's gonna be a little nervous, and it's gonna get to him, with being that he's already been stopped, knocked out, and he hasn't fought the same since he got knocked out. But
by Pitbull, right? Pitbull close.
yep. And no, I'm saying since the first time he got knocked out by Tank.
Yeah, Tank.
Like,
He got knocked out by Tank.
He's never fought the same before that. I mean, after
Yeah.
that.
By the way, do you see who liked this? It says Mill City. I'm watching the video. I'm like Mill City.
Like the hate.
See, haters are really lovers. I saw that. I'm like, what? This dude's a hater. He liked it, and this is on Mickey Bay's Instagram page. I think.
I think
it
they be
is.
trying to sprinkle a little bit in there so they can say, "Oh, well, I like this post." And they do it after because they don't want to be called what they are. So oh well, I like this post.
You're right. They're trying to cover. A lot of these guys try to cover their ass.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like,
That's what they
like Bradley. Like Bradley, he gives like 1 minute, he's like giving one prediction, then he flips it and gives a totally different prediction for the other guy, and he's just hedging his bets. He's just hedging his bets.
Exactly.
But Queen, what did you? I know you saw it, but what did you think about the young Dev right now? This is not training camp. I don't think this is training camp, but he's training.
No.
Yeah, I think he looks absolutely beautiful. He always looks sharp. He looks, I love Mickey Bay back, 10 toes, in, camp with him. they always have phenomenal results and wonderful performances. In having Mickey Bay along, so I was glad that they, you know, reintroduced him back into the fold, and it makes me even more excited, honestly, because we saw, of course, the most recent performance with Norman and how dominant Young King looked, and he looked strong and he looked calm, and he could have absolutely. I think everybody knows that he could have absolutely even pushed the gas even more as far as like how he wanted to dominate B Norman. But of course, Devin Haney is a fighter of the cloth of the game plan. That's what he sticks to. But I could see
Winner.
all over him that man could have probably knocked that man out if he wanted to, no problem. Okay, and I think that a lot of people may be surprised, if he pulls out and shows more levels of how dominant that he can be if he decides to show up with that spirit on May 30th, against Rolly. I think people would be surprised if he pulls out an even more dominant performance, right? Because that was his first fight at 47. This is his second. Of course, he's even more acclimated this time around, as we could assume and imagine. And it's a fight that he basically went from one training camp into another. It didn't take him. It's not a long layoff, right? Like the one that we saw with him in between the Ramirez fight
Yeah.
and the Norman fight. It's a quicker turnaround. So I think we're going to see him, looking phenomenal. And this training, even though it's a little glimpse, what it really does is galvanize my excitement around what it is that I'm expecting to see because of this quick turnaround, and I know he's going to be even more explosive. Like it's all the possibility is laid out that he will be even more explosive in this upcoming performance, and I cannot wait.
And
Yep.
he has okay, I see trolls trying to see. I see trolls trying to come up in the chat right now
Not letting anybody you don't know.
on the panel. So I'm going to go ahead and kick you from the studio right now. You're out. And okay, good. Yeah, I've already learned. So yeah. I lost my train of thought there. With the young king, he's not even in training camp yet. Like this is just him staying sharp,
Yeah.
which is
Pre-camp.
amazing. And it's like a pre-camp. Yeah, no, he's not in camp because when he's deep in camp, you're not going to see Devin on Twitter at all.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is.
It's a long camp if he ain't camp right now.
Yeah, it'll be pretty. Yeah, and he's pretty much on weight, probably or close
That's
to
why
it.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a hard weight cut for Rolly.
You think so?
Yeah, Rolly look big as hell, man.
Yeah, he does. I saw a picture of him.
And then just watching his interviews, he trying to make that excuse like he's finna be done with boxing, he's gonna retire. I'm like, oh yeah, all right, Rolly.
I mean, go on about your.
Yeah.
Make a mistake.
Go on. Go on,
He's
motherfucker.
he's just another opponent. He's another opponent. It's just another day. It's just another opponent. That's my attitude about it.
Yeah.
We're not putting extras on it. We're not under appreciating who he is. You're just another opponent.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna train. I'm possibly gonna overtrain for you because I'm not playing around with anybody.
Exactly.
Anybody.
And then on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's Devin's mentality. That's why I'm like, he's unstoppable right now. Because what happened to him with Ryan Garcia made him mentally stronger. That's what I was playing those clips before of Bill Haney saying that on Mill City's platform. He's like, he basically was saying, y'all, all the hate has made my son stronger.
I love that.
I played the clip earlier. Like he's like, all the hate you're doing, Mill City, because he called out Mill City right there on his channel. All that did is made us stronger. It made my son better.
And it's true. It's absolutely true.
And Devin definitely got a mental edge on a lot of people because a lot of people they don't really experience that this is a guy who's going through that. And everybody that's a name in boxing, they go through that. They go through everybody hates them and booing them, and they just hate them. Like, but that's the face of boxing every time. Like, at one point, they hated Floyd Mayweather. They loved him for a long time, but they really hated him. They hated Muhammad Ali. They loved Mike Tyson, and they hated him.
Exactly.
They hated him. Like I seen some old clips on YouTube. They was like, they was dude. I want Ali to die. I'm like, damn. They wanted him to die. So I'm like,
Wow.
it's boxing, man. Devin is the only guy. It's like he the only guy, man, that can go through that. Everybody else try to act like they going through that shit. But no, you ain't. No, you ain't really living that like Dev.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they like
Exactly.
you. They like you just because they want to hate Dev. They want to just, like I said, with the pound for pound list, everything they're doing is strategic. These are the only two black fighters on the pound for pound list. They got them on a
Crazy.
collision course to fight. They on a collision course to fight, but that may not be.
It's crazy. They have
That is
Dev. It's
deliberate.
just it's
Right.
Devin and
Right.
Shakur. That's it. But Bud is off the list because he retired.
Right. But Shakur definitely should be in no fucking top 3. Like, no way. You understand? Like, this is crazy. Like, if anything, Dev should be in the top 3, and that's no bias. That's nothing. Like,
Mhm.
Shakur hasn't accomplished shit. Last 5 fighter. Who is Josh Padley? All of that matters.
Mhm.
All of that matters, bro. Like, you fought Josh Padley, Yoshino, Artem Haratunian. You
Yep.
fought Teofimo Lopez after he got beat by George Kambosos.
Yep.
Like, dude, like, what? Who are you beating? That it's crazy, bro. But like I said, it's all to spite Devin. And people not gonna catch it. They're gonna, oh, you're just a super fan of that. No, you just don't understand boxing. They got these guys on a collision course to fight, and they giving. I think that's why I think Shakur understands that too. Like, he knows some of this love is just because they want to hate Devin so much. Like, I think he understands that, and it makes him angry a little bit. But
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go too hard with it.
No, but Shakur, yeah. I've noticed what Ring is doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you? I know what Ring is doing. I see it. Like, we see you. Like, Ring, if you're listening, we see what you're doing.
We see what you're doing.
Because they deliberately keep Devin. They deliberately keep him in the 10, 9, or 8. He's not going to. They deliberately. I know the numbers. They won't put him lower than that.
Before Ryan Garcia, he was like, what was he, like 5 or
something like
you
that?
Telling me, so when he gets cheated and he gets knocked back, and then he came back with a 12-0 unanimous decision, won every round.
Yeah,
like, he don't get knocked up for that. Like, that is crazy, bro.
Oh,
then
that's
you
what
come up.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, go ahead. No, I was saying that's what I wanted to say. Devin is coming off of a 12-round fight with Brian Norman Jr. Rolly Romero, it hasn't fought in over a year.
I'm saying a Jose Ramirez fight too. You come off a PED drug cheat loss where you got a split decision, which is saying something within itself.
Exactly.
You're a hell of a fucking fighter. You're a hell of a fighter. And then you come and fucking 12-0, a former unified fucking champion. And then you come and then you move up to welterweight, the fucking glamour division, challenge the baddest man there, and 12-0 this nigga.
Yep.
That's not pound for pound top 5.
For real.
We know what we see what y'all fucking doing. We see what y'all doing, Rings. It's crazy. It's not even a debate.
At all.
It's not a debate.
They deliberately don't put Devin in the top 5. They don't put him. They don't ever after that. They don't do it. I noticed it. I'm like, you guys only keep him in the latter 5, like 10, but they don't even go down. Like, he's always 10, 9, or 8.
Exactly.
Now,
I've never seen him above 8 or that position 8.
Right. I
Yeah,
haven't.
I thought he was
Yeah, I
before
haven't.
Ryan, but I don't. I might be wrong. I might
I
be
think he
wrong.
was
Okay,
7, if I'm not mistaken.
maybe. Yeah, he was 7 somewhere, and then they went ahead and moved him up
Never
again.
peaked above 7. Never peaked above 7.
Right. He was never number 6 or 5 or something like that.
Exactly.
Hold on.
So
Let me go back.
I think the
Before
guy's
Ryan, he was fine. Hold on.
head of who's the head of Ring? Is it the guy, the Versace guy, and then
Rick
the
Reno.
black dude?
Rick Reno.
Okay, yeah, but the black dude is the head of Ring
He's just a
magazine.
CEO though. He's a
Oh,
CEO.
okay.
He's not really. Rick Reno is just, and
Is
he's a, he's racist, but you know Rick Reno.
yeah,
You know that dude. Yeah, you know.
yeah, the Versace guy, the guy that's always. Yeah, this is the boxing politics that if we don't pay attention though, this is the stuff that like I don't care. Like I'll talk X's and O's, right? Like I don't mind, but there's other people that can do that better than me. I'm talking about X's and O's in the ring. Like I just met, I was just working out today, right? And I just met this amateur fighter. He was a Golden Gloves fighter. He's from Chicago. He's like, I'm like, why didn't you go pro? And he said, I got married. I had a son. He was an actual fighter. I was working out. And he saw me jumping rope. He's like, do you run? Like, are you a boxer? I'm like, no, I'm not a boxer. I just work out. And like, I'm like, because I skip rope. So people are noticing in my building, like, what are you what are you training for? You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm just trying to stay in shape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he asked
You
me
gotta
my
work out.
opinion of Floyd Mayweather. No, he wasn't of our persuasion. He's like, what are your thoughts of Floyd Mayweather? I said, I just watched Floyd last night. I'm like, I watched him and Ricky Hatton. I said, he's great in the ring. He's like, oh, okay, we're going to argue now. Because I think he was trying to get my opinion on a black fighter. He was trying to test me. I'm like, bro, I'm going to acknowledge his greatness in the ring. Like, I don't like Floyd outside of the ring. But I'm not going to denigrate a black fighter for your benefit. And you're not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't a white guy. He was
Hispanic or something.
Of the Ryan Garcia persuasion.
No offense to the other
yeah.
ethnicities.
But he just randomly asked me, what are your thoughts on Floyd Mayweather? I'm like, Floyd Mayweather is great. He's great inside of the ring. See, like I know I have a code, quote unquote. Like I'm not
yeah,
gonna
they want to. Yeah. I know some. My bad.
No, I'm not gonna lambaste Floyd Mayweather for your benefit. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly right. I know what you're saying. That's what they do.
Yeah, he was just saying it was so random. It was so, and I'm appreciating the conversation. He subscribed to the channel. He might be listening.
Because they
like
wanna,
I told
they
you,
want to
yeah.
know. They want to know us. They want to know how they care about what we care about. They care about who we champion.
Yeah.
They care about that shit, but they don't understand that it's a large percentage of us that are just as impressionable as they dumbass is, and we don't. A lot of us don't even know how to fucking. We just going off of what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, not us, but like they don't even understand that, and a lot of us don't understand that. They want to know who we like. They want to know what we are, championing.
Exactly.
They want to get off. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that you say, because I remember the Queen saying, Sugar Free saying this on one of our first lives. Propaganda. It's serious. It's insidious. It really can influence you.
Yes.
Like a motherfucker.
And if you're not mentally or ideologically strong, you will be, and ideology is actually important. You better have some ideology that undergirds you.
Absolutely.
You better have some intellectual body of thought that keeps you strong every day to combat this.
And that's the thing. I know y'all are a little older than me. My generation, man, they are fucking YouTube scholars.
Wow.
YouTube scholars, man. Like they don't do no studying. I could show y'all my bookshelf right now. I know me and Stephen X was talking about France Fanon.
Wretched of the Earth.
Yeah. My father was, it was my father. He passed away, but I'm thankful that he put me, yeah, rest in peace, he put that into me to, study and have something that you believe in, because nowadays the people, they're so impressionable, they'll read a post online and think they know everything about anything, like any type of subject. They'll just think they'll know anything about it, and they haven't done any research on it. They haven't read anything, they haven't done any critical thinking, they haven't, they just haven't done this. But that's, I agree with 100%. Like, you gotta have something that you believe in. You gotta have an intellect. Like, cause
Yeah,
these people are too impressionable, bro. They listen to anything and just go off of it. Then they come and
Yeah,
argue with us like they know what the fuck they talking about. Like, dude, like, it's crazy. Like,
yeah.
they're so
They
impressionable.
want you to be submissive, like the way we see Zab Judah with this man. They want us to be to cower in their presence,
Yep.
ideologically. And
yeah,
no. I come from no. You don't know me, bro. Like I
Mhm.
read, I study, I pray to my God. I am not afraid of you. Okay, so I'm going to say what I want. I have freedom of speech and freedom of thought and freedom of conscience. So
And common
no,
sense.
and common sense. I'm not going to allow racist and toxic people to delude my world and my thinking.
that's right.
It's
It's never
sad,
going to
man.
happen, and that's why I connect with folks like you, like the conscious family. Um, yeah,
It's sad.
it's really a battle. It's really a battle. I feel like I'm in a literal warfare. That's how I feel sometimes every day
We
on
are
these boxing streets, you know.
Yeah,
spiritual warfare. We are, man.
Yeah, with the young King Dev, I just feel like I have a responsibility to defend him as my brother. You know what I mean? Because I just know the propaganda is heavy.
yeah,
Devin is all of us, man. He is all of us. Anything they could do in they doing to him, they could do to us. They do to us. So that's why it's like all of the boxers, like I said, when they started like bigging up Ryan and after he cheated, I'm like, bro, y'all are setting y'all self back.
yeah.
Y'all setting black people back in boxing 100 years, bro. like what are you? Y'all setting back the importance of drug testing. So now they ain't gonna have no problem cheating your black ass.
Exactly.
You dumb mother,
And
like, you know what I'm
you
saying?
know what? You
Sick.
know what's crazy, bro? You know Ryan Garcia is actually smart enough to know this. He's not bright, but he's smart enough to know the
That's
dynamics.
why he's evil.
He
That's why he's evil as fuck. That's why. Because he knows.
he
He evil,
knows
bro.
he remember he's been around black people a long time. I know he's from
Yep.
Victorville, California. No. You came up in the USA boxing. You've been around black people a lot. I saw a picture of you and Dev at Casino in Vegas, posted up as young guys in a picture together at a tournament. So you
Mm,
know black people. You've been around Shakur. You've been around Dev. You've been around all these guys since you were young.
Yep.
Okay, so don't he knows? Trust me, he knows black people. I saw his mother, Ryan Garcia's mother, at the LA presser, and there was a black woman beside her at the presser, walking out of the presser when his dad said all that racist stuff to Bill Haney. And his mother's got like a black friend. Okay. So I saw all this. I analyzed the whole, I was watching the buildup from the very beginning when they confronted each other at that the convention, and then Ryan's
Yeah.
like,
And he pushed
did I
him.
tell you, did I tell you you're gonna feel
Yeah.
that fear? Then I
That
was watching the
steroid
whole
Ryan.
thing. Yeah, because he's not courageous like that anywhere else. But no, they've been around black folks. They know black people. When you hear Henry Garcia, oh brother, you know, brother, when he was on, he was talking to what's his name, Greg Hackett on his channel, and he kept calling him brother. And I'm from Chicago. Like I know people like you. Like I've been around racist white people, racist Hispanics, racist
Oh, yeah,
self-hating black.
Chicago.
Yeah, like come
Chicago
on.
Hispanics hate black people because I got family from Chicago. And they in Chicago, not all of them, of course, but I don't know if y'all familiar with like Chicago politics and all that. But man, the damn Hispanics in Chicago hate black people. Like, and
Yeah,
yeah, he from Chicago, so
he's
that's
from
probably where Ryan
Chicago.
get it from.
You know what's crazy? The amateur boxer I met today in my building, he's from he's from Chicago.
Wow.
Man,
I
they
asked him,
hate black
where
people,
are you
bro.
from, bro? He's like, oh, I'm from Chicago. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, he just randomly asked me what my opinion of Floyd Mayweather was. He's like, okay, we're gonna argue now. Because I was praising Floyd.
You know, Chicago's like a very big black hub. It's like third biggest black population or something like that.
Yeah,
Second.
What
So
did
he
Snoopy
tired of
Mac?
niggas.
Snoopy Mac just
He
said when they
tired of
say
niggas.
bro and brother, they're calling you a nigga. When they say bro
Right,
and brother.
right, right.
That's like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan used to say brother,
Brother,
brother.
brother, brother.
Yeah, it's just it's all racial coding and what have you.
Yeah, Henry, like I said, Henry from Chicago, man. That's so many black people. He tired of black people. He tired of them. There's so many black people in Chicago.
And it's crazy that Derek James and B Hop were right there beside him, and they said,
Yeah,
you nappy head,"
yeah.
you
But the
know.
thing with B Hop, nobody's ever really talked about this. B Hop is he's a I don't know what to say the word on your platform, but I think it's interesting with B Hop
Say
because
it,
he
say
don't
it.
fucking yeah, he's a coon, bro. Like he don't, but at the same time, it's like I don't never really see him interact with Oscar in a friendly way. Maybe it's I never really seen it, and we all know how he got. You know how he got a part of Golden Boy, right?
He say it again.
You know how he got a part of Golden Boy. You know he
Yeah,
sued Golden Boy,
he's part owner, isn't he?
but he sued them. I
Yes,
believe
he
they
sued it.
settled with giving him like stock or something in the company or something like that.
Yeah,
That's how he became part of Golden Boy. So with E Hop, I don't know. I think he's just collecting a check, even though it's no excuse. But I don't know, man. I don't really know. When he was fighting, he used to kind of stand on business with stuff he would say, but I don't know, man.
B Hop is an employee of Golden Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's an
Yeah, I know
employee.
he
He's
don't got a big I don't think he got a big stake in the company, but
no. He
he
works for
owns some
Oscar
of
De La
Golden
Hoya.
Boy.
He works for him because this is the dude you knocked out, but you work for him. So that says a lot about you. How come he doesn't work for you? Like I'm just
Mm,
asking, how come Oscar De La Hoya doesn't work for you? You knocked him out in the ring. They're like you know what I mean? Why is he
right.
your
That's
boss?
that's that's real. That's real.
Because
Power
he
dynamic.
didn't take a chance on making his own enterprise.
Yeah.
Enterprise.
Oscar,
Do you hear the Queen just said? Yes. Go ahead, Queen.
Yep.
um, he didn't take it. He didn't make it a point to make his own enterprise and his own venture, whereas Oscar De La Hoya took it upon himself to do that, to create his own standard, right?
Yep.
Which is now called Golden Boy, much respected, highly touted, promotional, company, right?
Right.
He very much could have, right? Just like we could have said, Floyd, um, really could have had his own Golden Boy. I guess to some degree you could say TMT, right? He has that, but it's nowhere near as
No.
impactful or as substantial as the Golden Boy, banner, and its significance in boxing. And I always wonder why there is no real large or any presence really in
Black.
boxing where we have a black promoter, an ex fighter,
Oh, you
someone.
know why?
Yeah, we know why De La Hoya and the way he did it, that we don't have a black ex fighter of our own that took it upon themselves to found a
You
promotional
know.
company for and by us. Oscar does it successfully. Okay,
I
just
think
like
it's the race.
have done, even though that, what I'm saying, even though Top Rank, what's the name, stole that from Ali or whatever have you. Top Rank is Ali's construction But yeah, I would love to see it. You know what I mean? And hopefully, DHP can represent that. That's what it stands to be for himself now. And I hope that, he can continue even long after, let's say he retires, where he invests his time to build DHP up to, focus and centralize, the making and formulating of Black fighters. You know what I mean? Even though, DHP definitely has fighters now. They have signed fighters and stuff like that they back and that they groom and stuff like that, and that they hold on their own undercards and stuff like that, which is phenomenal. But I would love to see DHP represent that to the degree, to claim that particular stature, like a top rank, like a Golden Boy or a PBC or whatever have you. It would be wonderful to see that. But we should definitely have more, Black elite fighters dedicated to doing that.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
We've been dominating this sport. We ain't got one Black fighter that got like a big.
Exactly.
I think Mayweather, like Leonard Ellerby used to say, they give us a hard time, with Mayweather Promotions. I don't know if it was just poor business handling or if I think I'm leaning more towards boxing is just racist and hard to, tap into. But I don't
It
know.
is
I can't
racist.
speak for Mayweather.
No,
Yeah, it is
boxing
racist,
is
of course.
racist.
But
No, we have to be very
racist as
clear
fuck.
about it. It is racist.
Right.
Like, come on,
Right.
we can't play games. It is. There's a
No,
reason
I'm
why
saying-
Golden Boy. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad.
No, there's a
There's
reason why
Golden Boy-
Golden Boy can flourish and prosper. They're out there in
Right.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you
what
got to
I'm saying.
go out to the West Coast to know the dynamics out there because I've been like, the dynamics out there are interesting. And brother Insane, I don't know if you know Insane, but he always talks about it
Yeah,
because he's
Insane,
from the West.
That's my guy.
He's from. Oh yeah,
He's
you
from
know
Long
Insane.
Beach.
Yeah, he's from the West Coast. So when he
Right.
talks about it, I know what he's talking about because I've been out on the West Coast. And not only that, I watched the news and I study things. I know, like the dynamics the racial dynamics are crazy, and
Terrible. I know, yeah.
and I see it in boxing. I see it. We have evidence. What's his name said that blacks are our biggest rivals? Garcia, the trainer.
Exactly.
He just said it openly. Yeah, go ahead, Quinn.
When you think about, I don't even have a problem with that because that's the truth, right? And additionally, it makes the point even more clearer that there is an avenue to absolutely dominate to get a stronghold on the Black boxing, the prospects, the young Black prospects, because the Mexicans will need to make themselves through us. That is always the case. So that if they have the market on the Mexicans, let them have that. But we need to have a market on ourselves. We are the best that the sport has to offer. Right, we are literally, we have championed the sport, right? And so
the best
we had without Black fighters. Where is the investment in taking on or providing a home base for elite fighters and upcoming fighters alike, where we can house that energy, house that potential, house that excellence, and they will have to come to us whenever they want to get it popping with the best. Just like we gotta, I'm saying, you can't go to Golden Boy and not fight a Mexican. They're out there collecting belts. They're out there doing what they got to do. You know what I mean? Counterfeit or otherwise. Right? But they're they have a platform.
They don't care. Yeah.
Yes. They have a platform through which they can express and compete for championship, compete for visibility, compete for notability for themselves, almost exclusively and entirely Mexican. We can do the same thing. We can do the exact same thing. There needs to be a home base for Black
we
women.
did that. Wouldn't have so many coons.
Right.
So many elite fighters that's cooning. Like a Keyshawn Davis, a great fighter. Like, man, you a fucking coon, man. Shakur and it's crazy.
You know what I mean? But imagine even housing people like Keyshawn and, you know what I mean? Because everybody's going to not necessarily agree, right? But imagine all of our fighters, being under the umbrella of a
Yep.
a banner, whatever that may be called, something like Golden Boy, where all of our fighters are housed there, our own stable, our own turf and home base, where we could ensure that fights get made properly, where we could ensure that their promotion is handled in a way that we can dictate and control at our will and at our leisure, where we could ensure that we are in business with a venture and an enterprise that has, for the most part, and at the heart of it, our interest in mind. You know what I mean? We can do it. The blueprint is already there. We can definitely do it. I just think that there is a lack of alacrity in wanting to invest. I think that's the biggest problem that I can account for, is that there has not been a Black fighter, what I'm saying, somebody of that cloth, of that experience, of that knowing, who has been willing to invest the time, or at least collaborate with other, because it doesn't have to be run by one man. I mean, it could be however many that decide to get together, but to invest, the decision has to be made to invest in Black warriorship, to say, I will start and found this promotional company to be the home base for the purpose of servicing Black fighters, because as a Black fighter or ex-Black fighter, I come with a wealth of knowledge that can steer the path for these young fighters in a way that was much better than my own in my day. Somebody needs to invest in that. There needs to be an investment made.
Definitely.
Mentally,
beautiful.
as well as in every other area.
Mentally, yeah. First and foremost, mentally, yeah.
Nobody's committed to doing that work.
Beautiful day.
And it ought to be a Floyd Mayweather because of his stature. Like
Floyd is too self-consumed. So I don't even look for Floyd to do that now. He's out of it. He had plenty of space and opportunity to do that, and he didn't. So we gotta put Floyd where he belongs, right? Because he showed us who he is. He had the opportunity to do that. He halfway pursued that, and he didn't really hone it in. Somebody else needs to do it. Somebody who is not interested in the promotion of themselves or the ego around what they have done or contributed. You know what I mean? He's too self-obsessed, I think, to hold that type of
self-indulged. Yep. He'd be running around lying, acting like PBC is his. PBC is my company. Shut up, Floyd. Nobody gonna tell him that though. Like, dude, they know he just it's too self-consumed and too just egotistical. Like,
and the amount of money he has doesn't really help. It just makes him more arrogant,
But he would be the best person, but he can't be because of who he is. But I'm saying, like, based off what he's done in the sport, but it's just he's infected with that shit. So he can't do it.
That's because I can't think of another. Okay, still me. Max says Bill and DHP. I agree. I mentioned Floyd because of his net worth. Because what we're talking about here is Sugar Free was talking about investment.
Yeah,
like,
and to Snoopy Mac's point, salute to Snoop. I think that as far as the future is concerned, because of course right now they are focused entirely on what it is that they're doing, the ventures at hand now, which is totally fine. And I think they should be totally dedicated to that, right? Because they have, Devin is embarking on something serious, right? But let's consider the young king post his career, right? I think that DHP, if anybody, would be the most formidable people to begin embarking on a venture like that, because they have set up something of their own, totally and independent of the other bodies that work right now. But I think that somebody like Bill has the heart and the visionary prowess and the care to make that mental investment, because he seems to be somebody, he's highly invested in the youth. That's what he does, right? So that he invests in a host of fighters, right? And his care about the youth, I think he would be one of the people that I would have at the helm of that ship, because he is totally dedicated and interested in the youth, and of course the upliftment of Black families, Black youth, and getting them in activities and sports activities that will remove them away from whatever illicit in environments or activities that they may be susceptible to. Like, he is invested in the community, right? And I think that that is something we need, that type of spirit aboard.
Right.
So if he
Yeah.
wants to, it doesn't have to be him by himself or Devin by themselves or whatever. If they could, open it up to whoever is really serious about making a promotional company that invests in Black fighters, focused on fighters, I think that they would be some formidable people to have. Like I said, to captain that particular ship. I think I would select them. You know what I mean? To do that. And
Wow.
to add,
Wow. Yeah. I would help him in such a venture in building an organization to do that. I would volunteer my time.
yeah,
If it's no, I really would, if it's real, and because I just know how important this is.
That's important. Yeah, that's
yeah,
been needing that for the last 50 years. We've
yeah,
been needing that.
for real. A real serious, viable Black promotional company, just like that of Golden Boy, just like that of Top Rank, but just like, like for Black fighters unapologetically, the way
Oh,
Golden Boy is unapologetically for Mexican warriorship. You know what I mean? I like that. I salute that. I have no problem with that. And there's no reason why we can't have an expression of that of our own and for our own.
Mm. And people thought that was with the PBC and Al Heyman, but
Yeah,
they have
did.
they have a
they
card
did.
coming out right now with David Benavides, Benavides and Zerto.
Yeah.
All of there's no Black fighters on the card.
That's what I was saying. I said that last
I saw the
week.
flyer. I'm like, there's no Black fighters on. It's all. I couldn't believe it. I'm like,
Fundora,
this is the PBC.
Zerto, Pitbull. They robbed Vermont Roach for Pitbull in San Antonio. Like they had some dates this year, but all of them are like Hispanic.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
people may have started with that, but of course now, and I guess I don't know for how long of a duration, but Al Heyman has not been at the helm of the PBC ship, because I hear, of course,
Yeah.
across different platforms that it's due to illness, so that he's not captaining that ship. There are two Mexican men, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, from what I've heard.
Okay.
Which is,
Oh, that's sad.
it's no problem. He allotted the responsibility to them, so that means he must trust them, right, enough to do that, or at least the people
Yeah.
Al Heyman trust those dudes enough to do that. But I would say even with the PBC, it may have started with that intention, but I don't think we could see that, yes, that was like the home base for a lot of our elite Black fighters. But I'm talking about a foundation, a platform, a promotional outlet, a promotional vehicle that has a structure that is unapologetically, okay, and unmitigatedly for Black fighters, without a shred of apology or diversion away.
Yeah.
That's the structure that we need, not simply the symbolic representation or something that may have possibly come across as, oh well, we could assume that this is the whole. I'm talking about a standing promotional company that says this is for us, by us. Okay.
Yep.
Like, when you look at this brand, whatever we call it, whether we want to call it the FBA, you know what I'm saying, whatever, or the pan, the diasporic, whatever the hell we're gonna call that. This is for us, and we do not apologize for that, and we intend to be focused on the formulating and the building and the promoting and propelling of Black elite warriorship. And we take fighters and we invest in our fighters. We promote our fighters. We brand our fighters. We get our fighters endorsements. You know what I mean? We put on fights just like, with anybody who want the smoke. Anybody can't get it on some A-B, type of time.
Hey, man, you.
But this is the promotional company where if you want the smoke, you might want to fight one of our guys, because we got the best guys here. You know what I'm saying? Just like your matchrooms would back their fighters, just like whoever would back their. But this is the for Black warriorship. And if you want to be proven as a fighter, let's do some business and get some deals done so that the best can fight the best. But just understand that we are unapologetically, for the nurturing and uplifting of Black fighters. That's what I'm
gonna
PBC never
gonna team up. they
PBC
gonna
never
team up
represented
and
that stance.
they gonna
Wow.
team up and they gonna team up and drop bombs on every team.
Now,
They all gonna team.
it better be a big one. It better be a big one.
Yeah,
Because
it better be a big bomb.
it better be big.
A
It
new,
Better
better
be a
be
big
big.
one.
yeah, the big
Because
one.
what I got, yeah, I ain't scared of no bomb. You better drop it. You better drop 3 of them shits and make sure that you take me out, baby. Because if you don't, trust me. Trust that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Remember what?
that'll
Remember what they did in Philadelphia?
Yes, I do.
The
The
move
Philadelphia
organ.
group.
Yep.
Yes, I do.
Like
But oh
where?
well.
No. That's not going to deter. That's not going to deter us.
That's right. The work has to get done. The work has to get done. You know what I'm saying? And in boxing, there needs to be a stance. That's why we over here complaining so much, because there is an overwhelming energy that is having us be, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's like a lingering. That's the first word that came into my mind. There's a lingering of energy as far as our Black fighters. We do not belong to anything. There is a disbursement of energy, a lingering of energy, and there's a fear or reticence to claim turf, to make something for us and by us, and we can't be so whimsical about things like that. You know what I mean? Golden Boy isn't. Golden Boy isn't, and I don't think it should be. I absolutely 1000% support Golden Boy's vision. For what it is that Oscar's vision was to represent as a Mexican fighter. He wanted to ensure, the upliftment of, the talent around him from his heritage and from his lineage, people that represent that lineage. I think that's so beautiful. I will always say, I don't get with his zesty ways and his, he's old, he weird and stuff like that. But as far as the business motto, I stand 10 toes with that business motto. You know what I mean? And it can be replicated, and I wouldn't need to say replicated, but it can be made in our own image and to serve our own purposes. It's possible because he is doing it. He has been doing it for I don't know how many decades. So, the work is there. It can be done, and I think it should be done for us. We just need the commitment. We need somebody to invest and be committed to seeing the housing of elite Black athleticism, elite Black athletes, elite Black warriorship. Somebody has to dedicate themselves to that. And I don't think it'll be a better person than somebody who was a fighter who has dedicated their lives to boxing, because they get it. They know what time it is and what's going to be needed for a fighter. They have that prowess, in addition to somebody on board with the business savvy and the ability to negotiate, the ability to do whatever business that happens behind the scenes. But we need that investment. We do.
Yep.
Wow.
Definitely.
Wow. I'm inspired. I feel like, damn, I got to look for I got to figure out how to get a promoter license. I'm not even joking, because I haven't, like, I'm not going to create a new LLC. I have an LLC. So I'm like, okay, let me see how I can get a promoter license where I am here in North Carolina, or maybe in Nevada. Because I believe in setting a good example. Like, I'm not trying to, we can preach and preach. Listen, I'm just gonna do it, and y'all can follow me, because people are gonna hear what you're saying, Queen. That you've already inspired me. Now I gotta do my research.
I love that.
No, because I already have a legit LLC. Like, I have a registered so.
Yeah.
If I have to turn this media entity into what you just talked about, I'll do it. Because I'm resourceful that way. I don't care whatever this is, Respect Ring Media. I don't care what it turns into. Right now, I'm doing media. If it turns into a promotional company for Black fighters, I'll do it.
Ooh,
because I'm practical that way, but I need a promoter license.
Respect Ring Promotion.
Because I see all these young guys.
Yeah, it'll be
Respect Ring Promotion.
Yeah, we definitely got to get the younger.
That's
generation. This older generation.
Yeah, I'll rebrand it, and
Right.
Go ahead, bro. Sorry, go ahead.
These guys, no. I was just saying, these older guys, they, like I said, they're setting us back, man, and that's why, I think it should be business savvy people and people who are involved in, the fight game, you know, because but it'll be hard though. It'll be very, very hard because they're always going to be able to exploit our fighters, They're always going to be able to exploit someone coming from a unfortunate situation, a fighter coming from just like with Amari Jones, Golden Boy snatched him up, and I don't think
Yeah,
he didn't mean none of that by Devin, and I think Devin still fuck with him, but it's just they're able to do that because there is no base as which like Sugar Free was just talking about. Like there is no base, there is no representation for us,
Yeah,
And then, like I said, the fighters are fighters. They make it harder because they denigrate themselves and they big up these companies who want to just really exploit them,
yeah,
literally exploit their blood, sweat, and tears. The ability that they able to beat the shit out of people in the ring, and we the elite of the elite. So if we were all collected in one spot, you can't deny that shit. But it's gonna be hard though, and that's sad that it's such a task. But it definitely needs to be a reality.
I think it'll be a beautiful reality. And I think that it may not necessarily be plausible for us to think that it would begin at this time, at this particular time, with the fighters and the
Right.
names, faces that we see now. I mean, it'll be beautiful to have a Shakur Stevenson co-sign. It'll be beautiful to have an Abdullah Mason co-sign, right? But that I think, they may be, they're already established, and some people may feel like, oh, why would I start from
You
scratch?
switching.
Making millions of
Right.
dollars I am. So I don't think it's a very viable idea to think that, to be fanciful in the idea that, if we did start something like that came about by whomever, whether, even if it wasn't one of us, right? But just say like whomever
yeah.
the idea came across that took it seriously enough to invest in it, I wouldn't be at all mystified in thinking that,
Oh yeah, I know what y'all
you know what I'm
mean.
saying?
I know
Not,
what y'all.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But I think, like, I say that to say that I think that it'll be best for someone to take on, whoever would take on this venture would be to like go to the amateurs and look at the most
Mhm.
prominent, most star
The
powered.
Olympics. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
go
that's where they get them from. They get them from the Olympics. They got
yes,
Keyshawn
people
from the
that are showing
Olympics. They got
promise.
Shakur from the Olympics. They got
Yes,
Andy from the Olympics. They're waiting. They're like scouts. They sit there and
that's right.
yeah.
The
Hmm.
people who scout the talent, the prospects, the people showing beautiful potential, you know what I'm saying? And then start from there so that when they get into the pros, we can have already signed them to this promotional company. You know what I mean? And then they go from there, right? We build them up and formulate them into their stardom. I think that makes sense there, um, to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
Start
that's
from the
where
bottom.
Coach Hudson comes in,
Yeah.
having conversation with Coach Hudson of USA Boxing.
Yeah.
He's an amateur coach from my understanding. Yeah, he's an amateur coach, right? Yeah.
Is.
Um, Jay Prince is Jay Prince. I mean, we all know his footprint in the entertainment world in boxing. But he goes about business a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he a manager.
I'm not opposed. Like I'm in the business world. Like I'm connected to business people. Like I'll just do it just because. Like I don't care about being the top dude, or I'll just
Yeah.
do it just to set an example. Um, I don't care about being like no. But what Sugar Free Mars just laid out, like we don't have a golden boy though.
Yeah.
I'm trying. PBC is not our golden boy. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
So the closest thing that comes to it is DHP, but
That's right.
DHP is like is limited. Okay, no disrespect, but it's focused. Like, Devin Haney is the priority, and he should
Yeah,
be.
he's a yeah,
Uh,
exactly. He's still in his
so
career.
he's the breadwinner. You have
Yes.
to uplift the breadwinner. You have to. So I will volunteer myself. That's why, yeah, I think Bill Haney should go on Sugar Free Mars show, or like, because I think this is a valuable conversation. Like Bill Haney should talk to Sugar Free on a Sunday, and let's have a great political discussion and how we can organize our community. Because I only think about organization.
Mm.
Like I'm not live by accident. Like I'm here. I'm really here to spark a revolution. To be honest with you, like
Of
like
course.
I take this
Right.
very seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not
This should
playing
mean a
with our
lot.
I'm not playing with our I'm not playing with y'all.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about our enemies, our ops. I'm not
Yes.
playing with y'all. Come and
Yeah.
get me. Come
Yeah.
after me.
Yeah.
Come and see what
Yeah,
happens to you. Straight
Yes.
up.
people
So
don't know how
yeah,
real this shit is, man. They don't know how real this shit is, man. This shit real.
yeah.
This
So
shit
I don't
real,
want to
man.
belabor the point, but y'all just, man, y'all are amazing. You just, yeah, you sparked so much in me with this conversation.
Hmm.
Like now I gotta talk to some people. I need to get some reason. Like I'm like, damn, do we need to create like a promotional company now? No, I'm
I love it. And
serious.
I think that's the point of, the joining of, our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? We need to be more focused on, substantial, weighted, um, nourishing dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Because things are bound to happen. When the meeting of the minds join for something upright, for something with
Meeting of the minds.
purpose,
Yeah.
anything
Hmm.
is liable to happen that will be the foundation or the laying of the foundation of that purpose, right? I think there needs to be more discourse around things like this and all sorts of things, right? But since we're talking boxing, there's no reason why we should not be um, exercising the visionary prowess of our own, and in ways that we can contribute to boxing outside of simply paying for a pay-per-view and being entertained on a Saturday evening, right? Not that
Right.
right, but there are also that we can contribute in so many ways to the wellness of the sport that we enjoy, and just the continuity of the things that we want to see, the things that we get pleasure in, and the things that we are passionate about. So
Hmm.
yeah, we need
Hmm.
more. We don't need to be reticent about having these types of conversations as boxing fans. That's chiefly what I wanted to do with my boxing talk. I wanted to um, have a space, where I could bring um, my intelligence to the table, real talk. Like, not to sugarcoat it. I
Yes.
just wanted to have a
Yeah.
space where I can bring all the levels of conversation that I like to have outside of YouTube into the boxing, but into this sport. You know what I mean? I didn't want to negate or omit my intellectual hunger from
Wow.
boxing, because I'm intellectually hungry in everything: boxing, reading, research, history, culture, spirituality. I eat with my intellect. That's how I am fed. That's how I am sustained as a person. So, I walk with that first. That's in everything that I do. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. So, I
Hmm.
wanted to have a space where I can do that and express that and connect to people who are also very voracious about conversation that is meaningful and information that is beneficial to the mission. So yeah, I think
Mi- mission
more.
first. Mission first. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Mission first. I know we're gonna, yeah, for sure we're gonna wind down because I know the brother's coming on soon.
Yeah,
Um
facts.
so I know Sugar Free, you just had your last word. Do you have any last words, Brother B, before we man, I really appreciate both of
Nah,
you.
man, just
I
salute,
really
man.
do.
Salute, man.
Yeah.
Salute, man. Hope I didn't talk too much.
No, 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 no. This platform is just, please express yourselves. This
Salute
Uh,
to
this this
Sugar Free too.
this
Like
belongs to
I
all of
found Sugar
us.
Free.
This is not
I
my
found Sugar
channel. It
Free.
belongs, yeah. It
I
belongs to
found her a
everybody.
long time ago, bro. And I found Sugar. I don't know how I start listening to her long time ago, but it's crazy that I got to talk to her. But salute to Sugar Free as well, man, because this shit's crazy,
Straight
man.
up.
But salute to both of y'all.
Salute to
Yeah.
you
Take a
as well,
nap.
Move. It's a pleasure to see you on the panel again. It's a pleasure to have your support. I definitely appreciate you coming through the live the other day, and I
Yes.
appreciate you. You know, even I don't know how you found me or whatever, but I'm glad that you did because you're a brother who is, you know, a holistic in your culture. I like how you uphold yourself as
Appreciate
a
that.
young brother. I respect it. I salute it, and you know, I'm always going to be in support of that. You know, which is upright, and you are definitely that. So you have my support. You know, period. It doesn't matter what it is that I'm talking about in life. You know what I mean? I don't have to.
Likewise.
You have to be a fighter for
Likewise.
me for you to get my passionate support. I'm supportive of my people, my real people, and you know, I wish you well in everything that you do. And of course, infinite blessings to you, King Stephen. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. It's always a pleasure to watch you work. I'm glad that you have taken on the wheel of doing your lives, whether it be pop-up lives, whether it be your Saturday lives, but keep doing what it is that you're doing. And you already know I'm 10 toes with the support. So thank you. I appreciate
Thank you.
the platform to speak. Yeah.
Thank you, Queen. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Sugar Free Mars's channel. I have it in the I put it on the Chiron there so you can see it.
Oh,
Make sure you
thank
subscribe.
you.
Yeah, I've been having it up there,
Like
so I
that.
hope. Yeah, like it and then subscribe to the channel. Listen to her videos. You know, I'm respectful of just because I just know I'm cognizant of you know, it's almost time for Brother BF to come on. So I try to
Yeah.
occupy the spaces where I can get I get in where I can fit in.
Yeah,
So
basically.
I have to, you know, but I respect who I respect. So I'm not gonna like I participate in the brothers chat. So
Exactly. Yeah.
why would I go live? Like doesn't even make any sense. So you know, I look forward to his topic today. I want to like love and appreciation to you, Brother B. Thank you for hitting up Bill Haney. And
Yes, thank you for that. I
Every
saw
day.
that. Thank you so much.
every day,
Man.
wow.
Love to
Wow.
everybody. I'm finna clean
Bro,
my kitchen. I'm finna clean my
oh
kitchen and
my
listen to
god.
BFTV.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like I gotta go outside and take a walk and clean too. And yeah, I love y'all, man. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much.
Love.
Yes, peace to
Yeah.
you, King. Peace to both of y'all. I'll catch y'all soon.
Peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peace. Peace and salute to everyone in the chat. Yeah. So never too much. Another great meeting. Thank you, Queen Shaquila, Brother Jay. We locked in. Y'all tune into Brother BF as everyone's coming off. Salute Stephen Extra. Yep. Brother Anthony, Brother Queen Sugar Free, Brother B, Brother Shaquila. Sorry, Sister Shaquila. Oh my goodness. Queen and Sister Shaquila. Sorry. Brother, I was looking at Stubby Mac. Brother Stubby Mac. Anthony Latham, Big Soldier MX. I gotta big up everyone. B, Javon. Yeah. Benji just left harm on Twitter. Yeah. Peace and love, y'all. Tune into BF show is coming up right now. Peace, love, Respect Ring Media LLC, respectringmedia.com. Stephen X, Respect Ring News on Twitter. Peace. I'm out. Talk to you later. Bye.